For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right hand corner of our homepage. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, jewellerymaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Yeah, no, we're not ready yet. Yeah, no, we're not ready yet. Can you go and make a cup of tea or something? Come back in 5 minutes. We're not quite ready. Paul's kicking balloons around the studio. No microphones are working. All we hear is crackle. But listen, we've made it. Should we just carry on anyway? Should we? We're not ready, but should we just carry on anyway? Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you, lovely Carol. I saw her briefly tripping outside of the door, and that was it. So Carol will be back. Oh, I don't know. In a couple of days' time. Welcome to, I don't even know which day of the week it is. Apparently I was putting on Facebook that it's Tuesday today. Apparently it's Wednesday. Apparently, who knew? Everyone else but me, it would seem. Lovely to have your company. If you're thinking, who's he? Who's he? I'm the man at the end of the list. When they've called everybody else, nobody else can come in. So you've got me tonight. So in a change to the details in the TV Times and the radio, sorry, not TV Times, no such thing, Radio Times, which of course is our magazine. Other magazines are available apparently. Yeah, so Becky's not feeling too good today, so they called the man right at the end of the list. But it's okay because you've got a proper professional guest designer tonight with us in the shape and form of, hang on, I'll say it slowly so Paul can swing the camera around, to the one and the only, the love of our lives, it's Sara Alvin, everyone.
Hello.
Hey Sarah, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
And to you.
When's it too late to stop saying Happy New Year, do you think?
I think towards the sort of middle of the month. sort of both
Okay.
14th probably.
Is your tree down?
It is.
Good, yeah.
Yes.
I was a day late. Who knew that 12th night was Saturday and not Sunday?
We were a day late, but we'd switched everything off because we didn't get back until the Sunday from our holiday.
Oh, yes. Little Miss Holiday here has been away yet again. Where have you been this time?
We went to Malta.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Whereabouts in Malta did you go?
St Paul's Bay.
Ooh, nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Lovely little place.
It is. It's a beautiful island.
Very sweet.
Yes.
But watch what you buy in the market in Malta.
Oh, didn't buy anything.
There's a lot of knockoff stuff in the market.
right.
There's a lot of knockoff stuff. DVDs that are just a little bit too cheap for my liking. I didn't buy any, just to let you know. Feature films, Paul. Feature films. It's going to be one of those nights, everyone. Welcome to Valentine's Make. So we've got a bit of romance coming our way with you, Sarah, later.
Yes, yes.
Very good. Lots of hearts, lots of lovely colours.
Yes, we've got lots of beautiful colours, beautiful heart-shaped design.
And we're not going for obvious,
No,
are we? We're not
no.
going red and gold romantic. We're going slightly
Yeah, more of a subtle.
sophistication, I would say, with some Swarovski pearls.
Yes. It doesn't always have to be, you know, the traditional.
No, absolutely. Love comes in many shapes and forms, doesn't it? Anyway, with that in mind, let's move straight on, shall we? What should we do first? Let me show you what's coming up a little bit later on in this hour. In fact, let me just tell you that tonight, because of desperation, because of scheduling things and all the rest of it, I've had to renege the injunction. So I have got producer Wayne tonight. But listen, we have got somebody on security on standby should you actually get too close. You know what I mean? There he is, Wayne. I think it was 300 feet the exclusion zone was, but it's one room away, so that's fine. Adam's looking after everything up there, directing as well. There he is. Well, you can see that there's someone in there. You can never see much in there, can you? Like the TARDIS. And Paul's down on the floor with me, and he's lost his balloons. He was kicking some balloons around, but apparently they were a trip hazard. So we made a note of that, and we'll carry on regardless. Right, so double trouble coming up for you. Double trouble. As if you need to call anything trouble when I'm in the house. We've got double trouble, which is this black agate faceted strand. Don't ask me to say these big words. It's been months. This is coming up at 6:30. But Wayne is putting them on pre-order for you, so you can buy right now. And I'm telling you now, considering the size of these two strands together, the price that we're offering, if that's right, if I'm looking at the right thing, I'm having a bit of an eyesight problem today, but that's pretty good, let me tell you. In fact, you might want to go and check it out if you're on the app, or if you're on the iPad, or if you're on the computer, you can see all the pre-orders there, can't you? Yeah. So go and have a look. And go and snap up Double Trouble now. Might be gone by the time we get to it. Anyway, let's kick off. Oh, I've got to tell you something. I've got one of these to give away tonight. I have got a gold JewelleryMaker workshop voucher to give away. This little, what looks like it could be an insignificant piece of paper, is worth to you, one of you, tonight, £110 worth of workshop. What have you got to do to be in with a chance of getting hold of that £110 workshop voucher? All you have to do is make a purchase between now and 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock on the dot, we go whoop, 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 time up, and then we'll get somebody in the call centre at random to pick somebody out, and we'll send you a gold workshop voucher. That's not bad, is it? You might spend £2 tonight, and it might pay back £108 worth of value back to you. Who knows? Right, what should we do first, Wayne? Let's go into this mysterious area over here, which is not a box, by the way. It's not a box. One of the eternal symbols at Valentine's is buying something like a little locket, isn't it? And this is perfect. I went into number 23. Is that the wrong one? Locket, yeah. Oh no, we're not rose gold plated. Hang on, that's what's in 23. I'll go 24 instead. Plus I've dropped something. Anyway, never mind. Good start this. I told you we weren't ready, didn't I? Told you we weren't ready to start. Okay, let's have a locket, but of a slightly different sort. We will do that other one in a moment. But this one's rose gold plated, in sterling silver, and look, it's a see-through. You could put a little lock of newborn baby hair in there, could be a little picture of you and the other half. It could be your firstborn on the reverse there. And it's like a jewel-plated, jewel-sided, that's the word, little photo frame if you wanted it to be. How cute is that? Now, if you're thinking Valentine's already, because we all are, it's at the forefront of everyone's mind, isn't it? It's something to take your mind off everything else, at least, isn't it? Thinking about Valentine's, isn't it? There's another diversion. We've done Christmas, we've done New Year. What else can we do to avoid the inevitable? Let's think Valentine's. Do you know what I mean? Let's do something different. So what do you think? That's quite cute, isn't it? And you know when you buy lockets in the shop, you always think, oh, actually, buy it as a little, you know, christening present or whatever. And you think to yourself, actually, I'm not going to spend all of that money when I can get something which I can customise myself. $24.95, and that can be all yours. See, how sweet is that? Now, who is the love of your life? Come on, tell me. Who is it? This lot just love each other. Hey, Victoria. I'm sorry, my eyesight's not very good tonight. Evening, Derek. Lovely to see you. Looking forward to the show. Thank you, Victoria. Where are you? Hertfordshire. Oh, Victoria, Mrs. Christmas. Was there a story there? Here's customer. Hey, sir. Where have you been? Missed you. Great to have you back. I was here for a little brief appearance before Christmas. But it was a blink and you miss it moment. But yeah, I haven't been here for a wee while. When were you last in, Sarah? Have you been in this week?
No, it was just before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So me too. So we've got lots to catch up on then.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Were you in this country at Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, just New Year's away.
That was very good of you. Because normally you're a la across the channel, aren't you?
Yes, quite often.
Whenever you can. Right, number 2. Let's go for... Ooh, now, check this out. Do you know what this reminds me of, Sarah? The colours in this. You know that shirt I was nearly going to wear?
It does.
And then I decided with this one because it coordinated better with your outfit. Imagine what the shirt looked like. You might find out the mid-show tomorrow, depending on how I feel.
It's a lovely shirt.
It was a nice shirt, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. It's very kind. Might bring it in later to show the rest of you. Multi-opals, then. That's exciting, isn't it? That's something to look forward to. That's worth sticking around for, isn't it? That's worth hooking up to the Wi-Fi for, isn't it? Now then, so multi-opals in lots and lots of different colours. Yeah, it's not a subscription thing, don't worry. Right, so you've got lots and lots of different colours in this. So this will be opals from here, there and everywhere because there's a little bit of multicoloured opal in there, there's a little bit of white opal down there with a little splash of blue through it. That's very nice, isn't it? That would have been nice on your holiday, wouldn't it, Sarah?
It
in
would.
Malta.
It would have looked lovely.
Did you go to, is it Gozo, the place in Malta?
Yes.
Did you go? It's an island, isn't
Yes.
it? Did you go?
Went over there for half day.
Oh, it's nice over
Yes,
there, isn't it? I do
beautiful.
remember. It was years ago I went to Malta. Doesn't Malta have little... it's a bit like Gibraltar a little bit, Malta, isn't it? It has like a post office and...
Yes.
It's very Englishy,
It's
isn't
got
it?
all the English shops, your
It's
main
Marks and
shops.
Spencer's is there as well, and things like that,
Yeah,
isn't it, I think?
Yes.
Other shops are available. It's quite nice when we go to places like that. It feels familiar, doesn't it?
It does.
Even if you're spending... Well, it's be euros over
It's
there, won't
euros
it?
now, yes. It used
Which
to be Maltese
euros,
pounds.
it will just be like funny money, won't it? I love spending euros because you don't really see the value. I know it's kind of basically one-to-one, but it still feels like funny money, isn't it, when you're somewhere else? So you just spend and spend and spend. That's a good price, let me tell you, given the variety. Have we got any more location information on this, Wayne, at all? Because these will be opals from here, there, and everywhere. I don't want to hazard too far a guess, but I mean there are some colours here that are a little bit sort of Mexican fire opal-ish-esque. There are little sort of Peruvian blue elements in there. I love opal. Absolutely love opal. I've got this little piece of framed artwork at home, which is opals. Oh, I'm liking what's in number 1, Wayne. I'm just saying.com. Look at this. Ooh. Now, this would brighten up an outfit like this, wouldn't it?
Gosh.
Ooh. Now then. Look at that. That's beautiful. What is it, Wayne? What is it? Oh, it's jasper. Ooh. Now, is that naturally pink or is that dyed pink? I love the colour. I love the colour. It's really bright, isn't it? They are huge rounds. They are dyed that colour, but there's nothing wrong with that. What an awesome colour. It's almost like gobstopper colours, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Oh, I love it. You get so many huge rounds to play with here as well. So if you're working on a new project and you're thinking, actually, that could just be the simplest thing, couldn't it? That could just be one of those rounds just in the centre of a design. Would look awesome. Really nice, actually, for, you know, for craft fairs and things to catch the eye. Do you know what I mean? Look at that with the colour. I love jaspers. They are amazing, aren't they? And because it is porous, you know, bar the sort of striations, it almost looks like a form of turquoise, doesn't it?
It does.
Same kind of matrix going through it.
That's it. If you love that sort of, you know, that style of gemstone, but you want it in a different sort of tone, this is beautiful for that.
I love the colour. Okay, we're going lower. Good. Terra Jasper. Do you remember the Terra Hawks and Zelda? 1995. That puppet series that used to be on Saturday mornings. You remember that, Sarah, don't you?
I do.
Terra Hawks.
I do.
I loved it. 1995. They are massive rounds as well, aren't they? 18mm round. So you only need 1 or 2, or you can make a big full bracelet. I mean, imagine this. Look, with lovely sophisticated greys and nice florals. Listen, you can imagine it now. Look. Look, I've made myself a little bracelet. I mean, you have to, you know, sort of discount the hairy hand bit. You know what I mean? But with a nice floral, with a blue or a grey, phenomenal. Love it. Julie's got hers. Congratulations, Julie. Well done. Collector in Germany has joined us as well. Guten Tag. 1995. That's, I'm afraid, the extent of my German, despite taking the GCSE. Unless you want me to start talking about the bedroom, but only just the name of it. That's it. Schlafzimmer. That's the bedroom. That's it. Oh, hang on. Die Küche. That's the kitchen. Let's see if I can remember anything else. Entschuldigen Sie bitte is excuse me, please. And yeah, it's pretty useless, actually, as I found out when I went to Berlin a few years ago. Absolutely useless. Luckily in Berlin, lots of people speak English, which is fantastic. How the devil are you on this? Well, I think it's Tuesday, but apparently it's Wednesday. How about some crackle quartz? But not just in one colour. See, this would have been nice. This would have been nice for... Oh, what was that all about? Is it me? Am I crackling? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Is it me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, please hold. Your call is important to us. Apparently, I'm not rubbing anymore. It's okay. I'm free as a bird. Right, where were we? Now, I was thinking, do you remember when Zena's birthday show, when they did, there was a little promo for Zena's birthday show and all the balloons flew up into the air? This is what they looked like. This is what that effect looked like, amazingly created by our Callum. It's like a balloon fest. I love this. It's beautiful. Oh, Paul, you should get your balloons back out again. Now we're talking balloons again. $12.95. We're surrounded by balloons. Was this from last night? For Zena's party? I miss every party. I'm always too late. I saw the lovely flowers though. £12.95. This, I'm telling you, is beautiful. Crackle Court is amazing. I mean, it's so popular. And you see what it does to the colour? It just exudes it completely, doesn't it? So you've got tangerine colours in there. You've got lovely lime and apple colours, lemon colours, beautiful purples. And they've got this, it's almost like a sort of mystic coating on the outside as well. So you get the beauty of the crackling, if you like. I would have loved this. You know, the bead covers you can make for your baubles at festive time. Because I don't want to say Christmas because it's only just gone.
Yes.
These would be great for decorating those, wouldn't they? If you've got a plain white bauble that's glossy and pearly.
Yeah, definitely.
This would be lovely.
Yeah, because a lot of the Christmas ornaments this year had those sort of almost like metallic, that colour sort of finishes on them as well.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Because they need to find something else, something different every year. Well done, Yvonne in Devon. Congratulations, well done. Number 4. 4. There's nothing in 4. It's empty. Is it here somewhere? It's empty. Number 4 is empty. It was nothing to do with me. It was like that when I got here. Okay. Okay, so this is almost like a bead scoop then, isn't it? It's a little potpourri of bits and pieces. So you've got a little bit of, oh, now that's, is that pyrite? It might be, mightn't it? That's very nice. What have we got in this selection? Does it tell us? No, it doesn't tell us, does it? So we've got some, we're working out, it's fine. We'll work out, where's my tweezers gone? Have a little tweeze. Thank you, Sarah.
There you go.
Thank you. Can I steal that as well?
You can.
I knew I was missing something. I told you we weren't ready, didn't I? Just threw us on telly. Check it out. Oh, this has been a previous deal of the day, by the way, so always very popular. Excuse me. Lots of different gemstones in there as well. Look at that. That's a bit of a Bobby Dazzler, isn't it? See, £9.95. You might pay for that for a stone like that alone. Do you know what I mean? Beautiful. Oh, now, that might be, do you think that might be what I think it might be? Have a little look. It does look a bit like a ruby, doesn't it? It could be. I can neither confirm nor deny. It could be though, couldn't it? Could be. See, and this one looks very iolite-y, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
I can neither confirm nor deny without sufficient information in front of me. But 94 carats, oh no, hang on a second, 90 carats is your AGW, so that's the minimum. This particular selection that I've been given weighed in at 94. So when we give you a carat weight, it's just the minimum it can be. That's pretty good. It's a nice little selection, that, isn't it? Oh, now that's a sunstone, isn't it, the red one there? Now, where's that? Oh, now I've got a different sample, haven't I? There's amethyst in there. So I'm looking at there and looking for the equivalent down here, but that's a different sample. So there's a fluorite there as well, isn't it? That one at the front, is that a fluorite? Or it could be amazonite, couldn't it? There's a sunstone. Blue topaz, is that one? Looks like a blue topaz, doesn't it? Mm. It could be a coated quartz. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, and I'm now -1. Actually, I might go and get it, Adam. I might go and get it. Sorry, I've dropped one. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. I've got it. It's fine. Don't panic, anyone. It's all fine. I think it's a coated quartz, actually. Very nice. Do check out your baskets. Congratulations. Well done. Like it. Right, let's go into number 10, which I can confirm is sky blue topaz. So, where did that come from? 3. Where are we going next? 7. 10. No, 10's pre-night. 9. Oh, do you mean 10? 11? No, it's not rounds. Have I got the wrong boxes here? 6 p.m. Oh, Tom. Should we go for something else in the meantime? I've got chain in number 9. Okay, it's all gone to pot, everyone. Let's look at double trouble instead, shall we? 14 is not multicoloured clear quartz. That's in number 16. This one, you mean? Oh, clear quartz. No. Multicoloured clear quartz. No, that's crackled. We've seen that. No. It's all going terribly well so far. Shall we whistle Dixie?
We could
Sarah?
do. Yeah.
We do double trouble now, shall we? Let's do it now. It's the only thing we can be sure is what it is
Oh, there you go.
in this hour. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sorry. Adam's not ready now. We weren't ready at 6 o'clock. Adam's not ready now. You standing by now, Adam? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recover it from here because now it's time for us to all take a deep breath and have a star by. It's a mystery. Everything's a mystery. We'll just pull things out of boxes and give you the codes, Wayne, if you like. That could be... Oh, okay. You got the right schedule now. Very good. I thought it was me who was having eyesight problems tonight. Clearly not. Right. Okay. Time for double trouble now. Those of you who've been buying on pre-order, well done you, because this is amazing. For those people who are just starting their jewellery making journey, this is amazing. And for all times of the year as well, because these are really bright stones, really beautiful. They've got the same kind of luster, actually. What they've managed to do is, I think, do the faceting in a more particular way, because this has the sign of kind of luster that you would more expect from a from one of those. You know what I mean? Like a black spinel. I mean, these are almost like, you know, sort of paparazzi bulb reflections coming back from those facets, which you can see there in the light box. These are tremendous. Now, are these both the same size? Yeah, two 14mm strands for the price of, oh, not even one, really, I think, to be honest with you, these days. You know, gemstone prices do change over the years, do fluctuate. Some, you know, some we're lucky with deals, some change, some inevitably they have to go up. Let me give you an opening gambit price to get both of these strands home right now, and it won't be your final price tag. Good job I didn't say it then, wasn't it? Okay, I don't know where that price comes from. That's probably the price in reality. 2 strands is that ordinarily. But the opening gambit price I was going to give you, because obviously we want to offer you a discount for buying the 2 together. There's no point in charging the same price, is there? That's a bit pointless, really, isn't it? So that's going to be our opening gambit price on this one. So if you're happy at $14.95 for both of these strands, because they are sizable strands, 14mm round, get yourself on the phone lines as quick as you possibly can. It was 14mm round, wasn't it? Am I making that up? Am I making that up, Wayne? I'll get my little ruler out. Yeah, they probably are, actually. Yeah, something like that. Where did I get 14mm from? Oh, you see, it doesn't say it on my screen now. It did just a moment ago. Okay, right, good. Fabulous. Glad someone knows what they're doing in here. 14mm round. Now, we've had this on pre-order since 6 o'clock, so already very, very busy. Are you ready and steady to get yourself the best price tag tonight? These are beautiful, very lustrous, very shiny. Shiny, shiny. So there you go. It's basically 2 for the price of 1 as a star buy for you. So if you are starting your jewellery making journey, grab these and snap them up as quickly as you can. How many have we got, Wayne? Oh, I love a bit of clicking. Say again? Oh, 39. 39. Michelle, you've got yours. Linda, you've got yours. Eileen's coming through. Christina in Renfrewshire. Well done. Well done, everyone. You've made it this far. You've jumped through the hoops of fire. You've got it. You're with us. You can see us. And you can still buy, which is fantastic. These are lovely. I think for £9.95, Sarah, you can't go wrong with this, can you, really?
You can't. I mean, you know, your black and white gemstones is a staple to your jewellery making box anyway.
Yeah.
So for me, when I get real statement pieces like this, I've got so much character and sparkle to them, I snap them up because you use them all the time. This could be a feature drop pendant in, you know, if you've got something like the Terra Jasper we did earlier, which is a really bright colour, but maybe something smaller, you know, or even the smaller sort of multicoloured...
The crackle quartz, yeah.
Quartz. It could be that to break up those colours, so maybe you want to pick them all out. So
look at these colour combinations together. Yeah, Derek, I missed you. Nice to see you back, says... it's Jane in France. Hello, Jane. Nice to see you again. She says, are they scratching the bottom of the barrel? Yeah, I'm afraid they are. She said, I love you anyway. It'd be a great show. Yeah, but it's desperate. Desperate. They caught... I know. Yeah. She knows I'm rubbish, but she loves me anyway. Well done, Linda in Essex. Is that a backhanded compliment? Thank you, Jane. Merci beaucoup. Christina, you've got yours. Michelle, Graham and Colin, or yeah, it could be. Angela, Josephine, Carolyn, well done. Eileen, come on, Eileen. It's getting 2 for 1, and so she's having 2 lots. That's what I do with something that's low calorie. Have twice as much. Evening, Derek, Sarah and crew. It's lovely to see you, Derek, again. You always bring a smile to my face. Thank you, bless you, whoever you are. Put your name on it next time.
Oh.
And put a little kiss on the bottom of the message, and we'll say hello. What are you working on over there, Sarah?
Ooh,
oh, is it secret? Secret.
Yes.
No, don't look.
Oh.
Don't go looking. Half the stock now sold out and gone. It's lovely to have you with us tonight. I see everyone joins us at 6:30, don't they? I don't know why they bother watching the news these days. I mean, listen, I could have told you what the stories would be before it even happened. Oh, I wonder. Would it be something to do with London, maybe? Listen, we are a B-word free zone. Sue J says, we love you too, Derek, even though... I can hear the subtext of that message, which was, even though Jewellery Maker are, once again, you know, down to the shavings at the bottom of the barrel. That's why you're here. Yeah, at short notice, let me tell you. But all good. And can you put up with me on the mid-show tomorrow? Sorry. Yeah, there is no choice. But you do get Laura binding as well. I think Laura's livid because she was expecting, you know, a proper presenter and everything else, and now I sent her a message earlier saying, I'm sorry, I've wrecked your show before it's even started. There you go. Number what? What's going to be in there, though? I'm not going in there until I know what's in there. You sure? You sure? Rounds, you said. These are drops. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Well, let me just tell you that anybody buying anything tonight has a chance of winning this, because anybody that buys anything tonight between now and 9 o'clock, in with a chance of winning this. This is worth £110. £110. It's a gold Jewellery Maker Workshop voucher. How cool is that? All you got to do is buy something between now and 9 o'clock, and then Wayne will... We did toy with putting all the names in a hat and then Adam coming down and doing a big grand draw, but we thought that might take up a lot of time. So Wayne is going to call through to the call centre and have one of them randomly choose someone who has bought tonight, and then we'll announce them after 9 at some time. And then I'll give you the voucher, Wayne, and you can deal with it. Well, I'll have someone send it through to you, obviously, because you can't be within 300 metres of me after the injunction. Yeah, no, that's not in any of these boxes, so we can look at it all you like, but I haven't got it. 15, in 15, I have got this. Yes, little spaceships of coloured quartz. See, everything's all right in the right-hand box by the looks of it, it's just the left-hand box. Anyway, never mind, don't worry. I'm sure they'll all sort it out eventually. I don't mind, I'm here till 10 either way, I can just chat to them, I don't mind. They won't mind. get you through your Wednesday evening, won't it? Anybody having one of those Wednesday evenings when the other half is not there, by the way? Because I was halfway through having a week of, you know, other half not being around, and the luxury of, you know, control of the remote and anything on the menu, anything, literally anything on the menu that I desired. And then Tom, producer Tom, messaged me, have a bit of respect, Paul, would you, please? Very senior member of our team, sniggering there in the background, in the back row. That was Paul, Tom, if you're watching. Sniggering in the back row. Yeah, so is anybody having one of those evenings tonight? You know, when the other half has gone out? Or maybe not there. Maybe away on business. Away on business. Let me... they know how to text, don't they? What's his name? Wayne. There we go. Thank you, Adam. 60777, start your message with the word JM Studio. It kind of suits you, William Wayne, as well. I got a bit more. Am I allowed to say what we were talking about in the office earlier? Oh, okay, that all right. Is it? Wayne's been talking at bottom of the barrel. Wayne has been promoted to now senior producer. We still has to wear the tag, but yeah, senior producer. That's why I never wear shorts, everyone. It's a blessing. $12.95 for your Mystic coloured quartz. So it's been promoted to senior producer. Does that put you on a level pegging? Obviously not height-wise, but in position-wise with Tom. Wow, be like little and large, won't it? What a double act. That's a show in the making, if ever you saw one. If we can get a cushion that's big enough for you, Wayne, see over the desk. Bless him. Sorry, I have to make hay while the sun shines, because he's one of the only people I've worked with ever that I'm slightly taller than. I think so. Yeah, I think since you've lost a bit of hair, I think I've got a bit more on it, because see, I'm quiffing mine like Rick Astley just to get that extra inch. $12.95. Sorry, Sarah. What do you think of these? They're like little planets, aren't they?
They're lovely. I love the way that they're just sort of shimmering, catching the light. I think they're
nice, aren't they?
Really beautiful, but they're very subtle in, you know, if you're wanting to add colour in, but you're just and sparkle in, but in quite a subtle way. I think they're lovely. I just love the way that they catch the light. I think they're going to really be the sort of centre of attention to a beautiful piece of jewellery, and I would use them quite sparingly. So each one of those I would use individually, either as the centre of a bracelet or as a feature of the neckline.
Do you know what I think of using them with is Ethiopian opal.
That would look beautiful.
Do you know, to accentuate the colour play? Because some of that will, I mean, that's quite galactic looking, isn't it?
That's it. I mean, that light that they're casting back out will shimmer through the opals as well. Ooh. So even if the opals aren't moving, they're going to be getting that light play through them. Ooh,
listen to me oohing and ahhing like it's a fireworks display. There's no fireworks here, don't worry. Linda, you've got yours. Janine, Angela, Kirsten in Lancashire. Hello, Kirsten. Do you know, I've not been over to Lancashire in ages. I was going to this week, but I didn't quite get the chance. Linda, you've got yours. Paula in North Yorkshire, my home county now. Where are you, Paula? I'm being nosy, because I'm in Ripon, and I'm going to the races this year, because I've never been. I've never been. I think it's got to be done, isn't it? Number 8 is indeed a chain. Correct. That's twice we've got it right now. Wow. We could be on a roll here. We could be on a roll. Although, don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon. Don't you get too confident, Tom. It's only 2. There's time yet. Okay, 18-inch chain now in popcorn, sterling silver. Some amazing chains and deals on last night with Zena, by the way. I was watching. Oh, my word. Fantastic. Oh, we see beading tonight, Sarah, as well.
I'm working on some kits for the next few
see.
Shows. Yes.
I see. Oh, Derek opens mouth and inserts foot again.
No, this is Mondays.
Oh, Monday?
Yes.
Oh. Right, okay, let's take this chain low. Let's take it low. That low. I don't know what that was all about. I was thinking I was in Harry Potter world for a second. Do you know when you... Oh, Do you know when you go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which is one of the things in Disney, isn't it? You can buy a wand. This is what a friend tells me. Oh, hello. I'll tell you that in a minute. Get yourself one of these. You know, a popcorn chain is wonderful as well because they are really, really nice. And it's got a lovely gauge to it as well, 1.6mm round. A lot of the sterling silver chains that you see on television, I'm not saying here, I'm not here to denigrate anybody else either, but they're often a very, very tiny, maybe a 0.6 or a 0.7 mil. So even if a pendant elsewhere comes with a chain, the chain is so thready thin that, you know, it's not really worth its salt. This is fantastic. Yeah, so if you go to the Wizarding World of whatever it's called, the Harry Potter thing at Disney, and you buy a wand, apparently when you're in certain parts of the thing, the wand does something. What? I don't know, because my friend won't tell me. I suppose it's a spoiler alert, isn't it? I think it's quite nice to keep things like that, you know, as a mystery, because I've still never been. I would love to. I would love to go to Disney. Have you been to the one in Paris?
In Paris, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, so...
Was it good?
It was good.
Was that the first time you'd ever been to a Disney?
No, I went to the one in Florida when I was 21.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
And was it really dead exciting as you thought it would be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even at 21, it was lovely.
See, I think even now at 26, plus that, I think I would still have that same thrill as if I was 7. I've never been. Oh, did you? You went last month, Wayne? Did you? What, they let you out of the country with that tag on? Did they? Did not set all the things off in the airports? Wow, blimey. Oh, he cut it off. $7.95. That comment was for entertainment purposes only, by the way. He hasn't really got... well, I don't know about the criminal record, but he certainly hasn't got a tag. He's got the injunction in place. I can't possibly say about the criminal record. Apparently he hasn't. Oh, he doth protest too much. $7.95. Yeah, it could be gaining one tonight if I carry on, he said. $7.95. Got witnesses. There's talkback taped in here. Helen's got 2 of these. Well done. Liz has got 2. Who'd listen to this? Who'd listen to this, Adam? Can you imagine scrolling through hours of talkback here? I think we should broadcast it, quite frankly. Don't you? Don't you think we should broadcast it, Wayne? Yeah, I think it'd be great. Great. We could listen to your dulcet tones, Wayne, couldn't we? Right. For those people who miss Crossroads. Look. Have a little look at this. Do you remember Amy Turtle? There you go, look. Wayne hasn't got a clue what I'm talking about, do you? You're far too young, aren't you? Do you not remember Crossroads? Pride of the Midlands. I just love Crossroads. Can I tell you my sad childhood story about Crossroads quickly? Maybe looking at Amber and talking about this story, maybe the two don't go together. But I used to dread the end of Crossroads. Although I used to like the fact that after the titles they did like a little extra bit, didn't they, afterwards? Because I used to have to go to bed after Crossroads. That was like 7 o'clock. I always remember that, it sticks in your head. Anyway, Amber, at a ridiculous price tag now. Have you got a tear in your eye, Wayne? No, he's thinking, sell this Amber, Derek. Look at this. Oh my word, just for the Amber, that's amazing. I'd have 2 of these for earrings, wouldn't you? Straight away. Straight away. And I love the fact that the Amber itself, it's almost in, it looks from the front almost like it's in a pinch clasp, doesn't it? It's got that kind of illusion. And there's that extra bar and almost bezel going around the outside in the silver at the back. But from the front, you don't really see that. It's almost like you're looking straight through the heart of the Amber. Oh, love it. That's very good for $12.95. Who let that happen? Who let that happen, Wayne? That's very good, isn't it? Something like this would normally, even with us, would be 15, 17, wouldn't it? I mean, times haven't changed that much. I know I've been away for a wee while, but $12.95. That's cute, isn't it? That's cute. Let's go number 20, shall we? Let's see what's in number 20. You tell me. Shall we show you what's in number 20, Wayne? Is a sheet of popping plastic. What do they call it? Bubble wrap. Say again? Oh, they're in here.
Oh.
They're in here. They're in here. Are these those pearls you were talking to me about earlier? Right. Okay. Oh, now hang on. It won't be a moment while I work and weigh in. Oh, my word. Oh, my crikey. Oh, these are awesome. I've never seen these before. I've never even heard mention of them within the business, having not been here for a wee while myself. But these, oh my crikey. Look at this. Look at this. These are some of the most incredible high lustre pearls you will ever see at JewelleryMaker. Now we have just 2 strands of these remaining. Now this will be considered price tag. There's no getting away from that, but this standard of pearl is completely and utterly in a different league to, I would say, almost everything else that you ever see on television, let alone here at JewelleryMaker. If you look, and I did quite regularly, if you have a look at the Japanese Mikimoto pearls or other similar kind of ranges, I've seen in the last couple of years, you look in a boutique window and you'll look at one single pearl as a pendant with some chain at £650. To have the beauty and the natural beauty, 100% natural beauty of high lustre pearls like this, pretty much ready to wear. All you would need to do is simply restrand, pearl knot if you want, set with silver if you want at bare minimum. I have to let you know that these are the last 2 opportunities. There were never a huge amount. One final opportunity, in fact. And that price tag is lower than we discussed as well, because the final price tag on this I had down as $399 actually. So this gives you that wonderful blend of 3mm, 4mm, 9 and 11m. I mean, the graduation on these is just awesome, Sarah. I mean, this is one of those once in a decade kind of finds, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you know, for me, these are sort of heirloom pieces.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
Entirely.
Because, you know, you pearl knot these, put a beautiful gold clasp on the back of it, a box clasp for extra security, and even put a little security chain onto the box clasp as well. But for me, that's the sort of set of pearls that, you know, if you've got those now, you'll hand them on to your daughter or you know, that special family member, and they're just going to be in your family forever.
It's such an incredible find. Such an incredible find with one opportunity left. And I'm not here to push anyone into that one last chance, but sometimes to know that there is only one chance is, it's one of those things, isn't it? Right, next we are going into number 19, the casual way I just threw the rubbish on the floor there. I'll pick it up later, don't worry. It was just taking up a lot of space there in the box. Okay, something a little bit more affordable now, but no less boutique and extraordinary are these Biwa pearls. Now you get an awful lot of them, about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 individual pearls, amazing just pearl notches as they are. Maybe that's 2 or 3 you know, pieces, maybe it's a couple of bracelets and a pair of earrings, maybe it is multiple pairs of earrings, but how uniquely distinctive are they? With sterling silver wire wrapping around them as well, I think they'd be awesome. $69.95. That is incredible. I mean, you pay that for one pair of earrings, wouldn't you, with pearls like this? Just literally threaded through sterling silver. We're not stopping there, though. We are treating you tonight. My word, we are treating you. Okay. you know, you pay that for a single pendant. You know, if you look at the scaling on this, imagine if this was a pendant, just one pearl. I mean, you can see, and you're getting, what did I say, 18 pearls? Okay, $49.95. That's it. That is your final opportunity at $49.99. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. My crikey. I mean, your access to pearls and precious gemstones here at JewelleryMaker is ridiculous. I still look around and I think, hang on a second, I must be missing something. There must be some other way of doing this kind of thing. And it's really difficult to buy in smaller quantities these high-end, you know, pearls and gemstones. There's just not many other ways of doing it without paying through the nose or having to buy huge quantity. $49.95. That could be one pendant if you are making. And listen, you only have to make and get yourself one of those accounts on one of those websites where you sell on your jewellery. You only have to try, you know, one single pearl on a very simple sterling silver chain at the price you paid for your strand, and it really, you know, I mean, prove it to yourself. Jane said, I went to Disney USA 3 weeks in June, five grandchildren, never been so shattered. Little horrors, lied about rides, House of Horror, dropped from height. Yeah, but that's what you do though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you do. Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, because what you do is all the kids who are, even the littlies who know how the computer works and all the rest of it, they go on and they watch the videos of, you know, that ride in motion and then go, no, you'll be fine on this one, Mummy. And of course, Mummy's got a picture in her head of the old kind of ghost train that just goes through like a back of a van, just goes backwards, forwards with a few woo, and it turns out to be completely different.
Did you not wonder what all the screams were when you were queuing for it, though?
Yeah, that's the thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a lot of noise from that ride of people screaming.
Blood-curdling screams.
There are.
Okay, this was the locket that we picked up in error, didn't we, at the start? But now we can do it. This is lovely. It's got so much sterling silver. I mean, if you look at the work just to engrave that design on the front there is just awesome. And if I open this up, can you see how solid the silver is? I mean, there's a lot of it there. And then on the reverse, you've got that design is then mirrored again on the reverse. It's an awesome piece, I have to tell you. Wowzers. Is that it? Is that it? $29.95. Do you know, I mean, even if you are looking, and people are looking at this time of the year, because obviously, you know, lots of new babies arriving, and there is Valentine, you know, there's always something, isn't there? Valentine's, you know, not so, is it, how far away is it? Oh, don't think about it yet, but it's far enough away for not to worry about it, but just don't forget it this year. If there are gentlemen watching, you know, don't forget it this year. Don't do that last minute thing that people do. You know, straight into the petrol station and, you know, ghastly chocolates or, you know, not buying petrol. No buying bunches of flowers from the supermarket. Nothing wrong with bunches of flowers from the supermarket, but you know, you can always tell, no matter how many labels you try and take off, you so know they're from the supermarket, don't you? Okay, another locket now for you. Oh, this is nice because it's sterling silver lattice. Do you know what you could do? Put some lovely coloured Swarovski crystals inside that, or your favourite gemstones inside there, some small rounds, some little pieces of tanzanite or ruby or sapphire or whatever it may be, birthstone maybe, and just lock them in that little cage of the sterling silver. That's stunning, isn't it? How much, what's the grammage, Wayne, of this? Okay, 3.64. Now, if you look at the weight, no. No. That's too low. That is us reaching out to you and saying, welcome to JewelleryMaker. Do you know, by buying one of these at $12.95 as well, you've also got yourself a chance, from anybody buying between now and 9 o'clock, buying any item whatsoever. We're putting everyone's name who buys tonight up until 9 o'clock into a random draw, which will be picked out by our call centre tonight. And one of you, I'm going to be sending one of these. And if you're thinking, what's that? I can't see it. What's that? Let me tell you. It's a gold Jewellery Maker Workshop voucher. This little piece of paper here is worth £110. That's got to be worth. They do put on a good spread on the workshops as well. They do. It's better than it ever used to be as well, because it used to be a brown buffet, but it's now been upgraded to something slightly more sophisticated. It did used to be a beige buffet. We used to laugh about it. We used to joke about it. Whenever we had a little a meet, whenever we had a meeting or anything here, and we ordered lunch in, it would a beige buffet would arrive. But these days there is colour. There's fruit and all sorts. £12.95. Beautiful, isn't it? Tatiana, lovely to see your name popping up on my screen. Hello. Good evening to you. Edwina in Gwynedd, collector in the Highlands. What I want to know is who is the lady that lives right up at the top of Scotland? Who is that lady that texts in who lives right at the top of Scotland? And I've forgotten your name, to my great shame, because I've slept since then. In fact, check in tonight. Let's show you the text number again just very, very quickly. I'm sorry, it's rude to point. Stop pointing, Derek. Check in tonight. I want to know who's out there, who's watching. No matter how you do it, phone, tablet, computer, you know, holding your arm up in one air and in the air and you know, I don't know, craning your head round a corner, in the TV on the bath, whatever it might be. 60777 JM Studio, check in. We're going to take a quick break right now, and I'm going to get myself over there. We're going to get all romantic with some romantic makes from Sara. Don't go far, see you in 3.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying and the gemologist here at Jewellery Maker. Join me tomorrow between 8 and 1. I've got some amazing deals for you. So we've got a mega 8mm round bundle, perfect for your stretchy bracelets. That includes sodalite, howlite, lots of jaspers, all sorts of different materials. And then I've got an amazing rhodochrosite showcase for you where I'm going to do some gemology and talk about the formation of the rhodochrosite. We've got an amazing slice of rhodochrosite stalactite which has never been seen on Jewellery Maker before. It's limited edition. I've only got 12, so that's very important that you tune in and watch that one. We've got a blue lace agate showcase in all different sized rounds. We've got a showcase of drilled mineral pendants. We've got fluorite points, fluorite octahedrons and quartz points. So make sure you tune in tomorrow from 8 AM. I'll see you there.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to what is Snap, Crackle and Pop. Luckily, you can't hear the crackle.
No.
But we can.
We can.
We get a lovely crackle in our ears every now and again, which is wonderful. But it's fine, you can't hear it at home apparently, so that's all good. What was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something then. I've completely forgotten what it was. Anyway, do you see now why this shirt? Because we now beautifully coordinate. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know Sarah Alvin. She's here far more often than I am. And we know exactly why. Because she knows what she's doing, completely and utterly. I love your nails, by the way.
I know.
Now, what's this? Is this a hangover from?
These are hangover from Christmas.
But look at the colour of them.
But I thought I'd leave them because Valentine's.
Oh, they're stunning. Very nice.
So they'll be changed for the next show.
It's gorgeous. Very, very nice indeed.
I know.
So we are going to have a little peruse through Sarah's jewellery because we have got a Valentine's themed, well, we're Valentine's themed all the way through. And, you know, we know it's very, very early, but of course we have a little preview of that long before, because if you're making, and you might think, oh, yes, actually, I will make something for Valentine's this year, but I need enough notice. I need a bit of a run-up to do that. So that's why we're talking about it on the, is it 9th of January today or something like that? It's a little early in the year to be thinking, is it the 9th? Fantastic. So this is the Plum Swirl Kit. So what we've decided with this is to, rather than go for a traditional, here's everything sweet heart-shaped and red and sparkly, red and silver, we've gone for a slightly different, more sophisticated kind of colour palette. Nothing wrong with red and gold, by the way, but we've just been through a very red and gold Christmas, haven't we, one way or another, where this is lovely. What you have in here, elementally, is, I just think, wonderful for a kit. That was a big word, wasn't it? I won't use that again. These are your Swarovski pearls. Now, I remember the very day that we launched Swarovski pearls, and we had this discussion earlier. Swarovski pearls, these are obviously glass pearls made by Swarovski to very, very exacting standards, and they are stunning. I mean, I have to tell you, they are beautiful. When they first came in and we first launched them, actually, we were working on smaller numbers in our buying with Swarovski. Luckily, that has changed and that has moved up, and obviously the larger number of something, because you've loved them. You've absolutely loved them ever since we launched. And we launched in a variety of different colours. but this colour, which is called iridescent purple, and they're 10mm round, and they've got a really good substantial drill hole in them, Sarah, as well, haven't they?
They have. The 0.8 wire goes through them absolutely no problem at all.
Perfect, perfect. Can I borrow a little bit? Have you got a little bit of 0.8, point anything actually that I can just borrow quickly? Because I just want to thread a couple of these up.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at the seed beads that you're getting with this bundle as well, because this is just perfect, and this is what adds the kind of finishing touch really. Is your Miyuki, of course, galvanised matte champagne 8/0s. So you've got quite sizable seed beads in there, so you can create some really, really stunning designs. I'm just going to thread up a couple of these Swarovski pearls.
So that's the 0.4, which is a bit easier to thread through, but the 0.8 goes through no problem.
I mean, just look at the colour.
I know.
It is awesome. Really, really beautifully sophisticated. I mean, you wouldn't know that they weren't perfectly round, gorgeous, genuine pearls, would you?
This is great if you know, maybe you know your belief system is that you don't want to use anything from animals at all or anything like that. These are perfect because they don't come from a mollusk. So, but also they're perfect because they are. Every single time is going to be perfectly the same size, give you perfectly the same colour, the iridescence is going to be the same. And so if you're seed beading, that's really important that when you're using seed beading, that you have something that is uniform in size. Otherwise you sometimes have to change your pattern on the fly to go around it, or you have to use a different style of seed beading to make it work. With these, it's basically you've got that perfect round every time.
It's stunning. Now, if the kit were just the Swarovski pearls on their own for the price we offer you tonight, I'd be extremely happy for you. It does come with the seed beads as well. Now you're getting 50 of the Swarovski pearls. That's worth noting as well, because I think they were in smaller number packs when we first got them, because usually Swarovski elements come in sort of 24s and things like that, come in odd kind of numbers sometimes, but this is a 50 pack. But it also comes with your wire as well, and we've got your gold coloured silver plated round wire. You've got 10 metres of 0.4 and you've got 10 metres of 0.8. So you've got your structural wire there, which we're about to use in the demo, plus your weaving wire as well. And listen, I know I've not been around for a wee while, but gosh, look at this for a price tag. This is awesome. Now, I remember launch prices for the Swarovski pearls on their own. And it was a lot more than $19.95 from what I first recall when we first launched to get yourself a pack of Swarovski pearls. $19.95, that's the entire kit. I've got kits going straight into baskets. I'm not surprised at all. It is just a lovely combination to work with as well. And if we take another little glance over at Sarah's jewellery, because there's a really, really lovely selection, just to give you a bit of an idea and a bit of inspiration, because it doesn't have to be anything to do with Valentine's whatsoever. No. Even though this is a Valentine's sort of themed kit loosely, and we have created some heart motifs, well I say we, Sarah has created some heart motifs in amongst the designs, because that was the brief for this show. But she's created many other designs as well, just to show you how that combination of those beautiful seed beads and those Swarovski pearls go so well together. Okay. Is there anything we need to know about working with these Swarovski pearls? Any do's, don'ts, tips,
No,
hints?
not really.
No,
I mean,
just treat them as you would a pearl.
Treat them as you would a pearl. I mean, I wouldn't, go using your tools too close to them. You don't want to mark or scratch against the surface.
Because they are coated.
As you would with any pearl. You would never do that, even with a shell pearl or any other sort of bead. You wouldn't use your tools in that way. So just treat them like any other gemstone or any other pearl, and they will be, absolutely beautiful to work with.
Can I just, and I'm not saying this for any other reason than I know that one of you is taking this home tonight as well, and this is a gold Jewellery Maker Workshop voucher. It is worth £110. Now, everybody that buys a kit, everybody that buys anything between now and 9 o'clock, you've got an entry into a chance to actually be selected to be sent this Jewellery Maker Workshop voucher. It's worth £110, because I think the maximum price, isn't it? The highest price for a workshop, I think, is 110, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's going to get you any workshop of your choice, pretty much, isn't it? and somebody's getting that. Somebody's getting that tonight. And all you got to do is buy something between now and 9 o'clock. We will randomly pick one of our buyers. We'll ask the call centre to randomly pick, so it's outside of our hands directly in the building. And we will ask one of our call centre to randomly pick somebody just after 9 o'clock. And I will let you know before the end of the show as well who it is. And Wayne will bring it round. Oh, so no, Wayne. Sorry, no, Wayne will send it to you. Probably best with all the restrictions in place that he doesn't come round. You know what I mean? You think, oh, blimey, the postman's shrunk. $19.95 for your kit, which is incredible. Remember the elements in the kit. You're getting 50 of those Swarovski pearls, which I think is really, really good. You're getting a whole, it's one of the 22 grams, is it? Tubes of the Miyuki seed beads, which are brilliant. And they're a lovely colour. What's this called? Duracoat Matte Galvanised Champagne. And it's just a perfect combo with those Swarovski pearls because it's a really nice, sophisticated sort of mix of palettes. You know, it's your, oh, don't tip it any further, Derek. Don't go any further. That's it. Or you could make a Newton's cradle with this, couldn't you?
You could. Okay.
Right, what are we making?
So we're going to make the heart.
Oh, I might shimmy the bracelet out of the way just a second.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
There we go. We can get a close view. There you go.
Yes. So we're going to make the little wire work heart, which, if you've never worked with, you know, a lot of wire before, is really easy to do. Don't be put off by it being sort of a shape that you have to form. It's really, really easy to do, especially if you're going to do it this way. And you can scale these down and make them into earrings, or you can scale them up and make bag charms, or do whatever you want with this shape. So your wire will do this, whether you're doing it in a smaller version or a larger version. So I've taken a piece of my 0.8 wire, and it's about 10 to 12 inches long, okay, depending on how big you want the heart to be. If you're making these for earrings, I would probably sort of cut this in half and make the earrings.
Okay.
You'd probably get a pair of earrings and two little pendants out of a piece of wire this big if you were making smaller ones. So the really easy bit is let the wire curve naturally as it would come off the reel, and all you're going to do is almost fold it in half and pull those two ends together, so you're making almost a fish shape, if you can see the fish.
Oh yeah.
And then you're just going to carry on gently pulling those together, and can you see we're getting the sides of the heart forming here? Until you've got a small loop in the centre. So can you see now, if I pull that together, we've almost got that heart shape coming together.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to actually form that a little bit more. So I'm going to use, depending on the size of heart you're going to use, you can either use your wax Y cone, a ring mandrel, a spice jar, whatever you've got at home that's a sort of small rounded shape, just to bring that wire around. You can see you can actually create that on both sides. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see now that if I bring that back together now, that I've got a much more rounded shape. I'll turn it the right way up for you. So, but if you want to make it an asymmetric heart, you can just pull one side in. So you've got that sort of asymmetric shape going on. So hearts, you know, they don't have to be perfectly uniform, but this will come out really nice for you. So now we're going to start to add the beads onto it.
Okay.
So I've got my seed beads and I've got my pearls and I've got my pliers ready to go. The only tools I'm really going to use are going to be my flat pliers, and that is just going to help me to put the Swarovski pearls on really more than anything else. So I'm going to pick it up on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever you do on one side, just do on the other, unless you want it to be an asymmetric heart, and you can then do the other design. So they're going to come round and up to the top. I'm going to bring in one of my Swarovski pearls. Now you'll find on the Swarovski pearls that one side of the pearl has got a slightly larger drill hole than the other. So if you always take your wire through the side that's got the slightly larger drill hole and just rotate the Swarovski pearl onto the wire, you'll find it'll go through no problem at all. It'll actually clear its path. Now you may find that that's a little difficult to pull up the length of the wire, so I just take my pliers and allow that to come up to the top of the piece of wire.
Okay, so it's quite snug. I can hear that it's quite snug on the point.
It is quite snug, yeah, definitely. And you'll see now that wire has just moved out.
Yes.
So I'm going to bring that mandrel back in again, just to start to shape that around a little bit more.
Right.
Like so.
Yeah.
And you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So once you've started and loaded all your beads onto your piece of work, this is one I prepared earlier. Let me move that one out of the way. So you can see that you can still get that lovely uniform heart shape, So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these two ends together to form the point of the heart. So the easiest way to do that is if you take one wire and just bend it over, get that one out of the way. Ooh, don't lose the beads.
So you're just securing...
Yeah, so I've just bent that wire over.
Okay.
Get back there, you naughty pesky seed bead. And then I'm going to bring the other side of the wire in with that. Oh, I'm going to be naughty today. Let's see, they're going to be naughty, right. So I'll bring that other wire over, like so. And if you find it easier to do it with your pliers, then I'm just bending that wire around the back of that other wire. And then this one goes in the opposite direction.
Oh, so you're crossing them
I'm crossing
behind.
them over. I don't know if you can see at the back there.
Yeah.
I sort of twisted them around each other.
Yeah.
And then you can bring that back round to the front. And then I had these extra bits of wire and I thought, oh, I just want to finish those off. I just thought, what can I do with them? So I just gently curved that wire with my finger and actually put it across the heart. And I just thought it gave it a little bit more interest. And then you can bring that wire around the frame, back through. And if you've got a little bit left, you can actually then start to wind it around. And then what I did to finish these wires off was I cut my wires. I can find my pliers. I'm going to cut this wire with about 4 to 5 millimeters of wire left. And then I'm going to bring in either some round nose pliers or bail making pliers. And you're just going to curl that around, but can you see it'll almost fit back in to the design. So if all you need to do is then just bring that around gently, bearing in mind you're on top of your seed bead, so don't press down too hard.
Don't kill one.
No, don't want to do that. And then this other wire you can either do the same on the opposite direction, or you can mirror that one, whichever way you want to do it. So that little design feature is completely up to you with these extra little bits of wire that you've probably got left over.
Oh, that's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can see that each time you're going to form this, you'll get an individual one. And you mean you could carry on if you wanted to and create more infill into the design with the 0.4 wire and more seed beads if you wanted to.
And you could, I suppose, with the 0.4, you could create a little bit of a weave in between the seed beads as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. You could go
because you've got those
these.
as a marker almost to go in between, haven't you?
I mean, we've shown before with wire where you can do almost like a spirograph type design, where you go around the pendant, so you move up on one side and down on the other side through the seed beads, and you get like it fills it in like a spirograph type design. So you can do that with it as well, or you could even do that with some of your, something like your Eslon threads as well.
And see, the thing about that is it doesn't look at all like a Valentine's specific design.
No.
It's it's a heart, it's gold and that lovely lustrous purple, which is really lovely and rich and gorgeous, and it just looks very sophisticated, doesn't it?
See, I'd wear that with this top.
Yeah, definitely.
It's quite a long line chain.
Yes.
And it picks out the tones in the top, but without being too fussy. So, it's a sort of statement, but it's a very quite sort of simple, subtle statement. Yeah,
but and you could easily transform that design as well into a brooch if you wanted to, very easily as well. That wouldn't be too difficult to do. In fact, you might even be able to wire work the pin.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
You'd be able to wire work the pin into the design as well.
You could, because you've got that little loop there at the top as well, haven't you?
So you could maybe make the pin go across sideways.
Yeah.
So you would actually be able to design the pin into the back of it.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's very sweet. It's really sweet. Listen, congratulations, because lots and lots of you have that kit. It's really popular, super popular. I'm not surprised at all. £19.95. If I can just draw your attention back again to the pack of 50 Swarovski pearls, if we were offering, and I'm sure, well, listen, all I can say is my personal opinion, because I can't say for absolute fact, but I do remember when we first launched the Swarovski pearls, and it may be upwards of a year ago, my memory wanders all over the place, but it wasn't that long ago that we actually launched the Swarovski pearls on their own. And I remember being here on a late show the night before the morning show that launched them and seeing them all. They were sat over there, all ready to go. And we were looking at the different sort of price profiles for them. And actually, just to get hold of the 50 Swarovski pearls, just to explain, for those people who don't know, because not everyone knows, the Swarovski pearls are, in essence, they are shell pearls, but made by Swarovski. So what does that mean? That means that they've been made to absolutely exacting standards. That means their coatings are super durable, super high quality, and even throughout. So teaming them up with the Miyuki seed beads gives you, you know, the two universes colliding perfectly, doesn't it?
It does. But yeah, it really does. I mean, you've got, you know, the best quality of pearls, you know, manufactured pearls, if you like, and the best quality of seed beads. So, you've
They're stunning.
got that there.
And they do look slightly sort of Tahitian-esque. So if you wanted to make wire wrap rings out of this, if you want to make earrings out of these as well, aside the piece that you make. I mean, for $19.95, you can make a lot of jewellery, let me tell you. And you've still got all of the seed beads, and you've got the 20 metres of the gold-plated wire as well there, which is really superb, I have to say. Just have a quick try on,
But I managed
Debbie,
to tie a knot in my chain.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, don't worry, it's just mine.
I'll tell you what I've got to show you in the meantime. And are we doing this now, Wayne, or are we doing this? Okay. I'm going to show you something now, which we're going to have to do now very, very quickly. And I'll just tell you now that we shouldn't have any of these whatsoever. There's a very long story that goes with it, and I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm just going to say it sells out every single time that it's on. It's a magnetic clasp that's actually set with cubic zirconia, isn't it? That is stunning. And the great thing is a lot of magnetic clasps are actually quite sizable. This one comes in at, well, there must be about 8mm round, is it something like that? 6 or 8mm round. We'll have a quick look at the pendant on Sarah, because it looks beautiful with that top.
Yeah, it would be a little bit longer, but I've got wires and things in the way at the back of my neck.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had enough crackling going on already tonight.
I know.
Okay. Can I just say to you, for anybody that's been looking for this is going to be one of those on and gone. All I can tell you, it is a magnetic clasp, so it comes in two parts. So you can see the little magnets on the inside. Of course, I have to issue the warning every single time. Anyone with a pacemaker, etc., should always be wary of wearing magnets. You know that, I know that, has to be said, just for safety's sake, if you're making jewellery for other people. I've already got these flying into baskets already, and we should not have these at all. In fact, if anybody, the good thing is we had to wait for a certain time that we could do these before, because they're actually due for something completely different. We shouldn't have them. Sheila's got 3 of them straight away. Well done. Another Sheila has got theirs. Collector in Herefordshire. We've got £9.95 as your price tag, which is ridiculous. If you've seen these, I mean, the last time we saw them, was it 2017? They sold out completely. Do we know what the quantity was last time, Wayne? Because we've got barely none this time around. Yeah, we're over 200 the last time this was on, and it sold out completely. We've got less than 50 tonight. £9.95. We really shouldn't have these. We should not have these. Can I tell you why we've got them? Wayne. Wayne, this is a product which has got what's called a top note to it, which sounds a bit like a perfume, doesn't it? But a top note apparently means producers read this, don't put it into your schedule because we're keeping it for some reason. These magnetic clasps have been reserved for what will be an amazing vintage weekend this weekend. So we shouldn't have them now at all.
I'm just thinking they'd look beautiful with those
Swarovski pearls. They would just be perfect. 'Cause they're very, very subtle.
Yeah.
Very subtle. So you're only going to... Okay, everyone that has this in a basket right now... listen, I don't nag about baskets, as you know, Janet, Kimberly, Angela. Collector in Herefordshire. Em in Angus, who's had it in their basket right from the beginning. Julie in Gloucestershire, I'm not nagging. Collector in Greater London, I'm not nagging, but these are about to go. The quantity that I have had, and listen, there are more, but not tonight. There are more in the vintage weekend, so if you miss out you have to watch the vintage weekend because we've only been allocated less than 50. Collector in Worcestershire. How many left? Em in Angus, you're about to miss out. I have to say, somebody is going to gazump you. And there's nothing worse than being gazumped in any sense. Is there really? Exactly. That's the last thing you need on a Wednesday night, is it? Oh, I could have done with some warning if I was going to be gazumped on a Wednesday night. Oh, Anne in John O'Groats, it was you I was thinking about, darling. Anne in John O'Groats, I'm so good you're with us. I wondered with all the stuff going on, I wondered whether, did you have to point the aerial in a slightly different direction, rescan 50 times and you've got us? I love you. Anne says, evening Derek, it's me from John O'Groats. At least you know where I am. Welcome back. Sarah, a brilliant heart. I like.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, lovely Anne. Thank you. Thank you, lovely Anne. Sorry, I've a problem with my eyesight this evening. I don't know, even the good eye is not really doing much tonight.
It is really difficult to see.
Oh, they've gone, haven't they now? Have they gone? I'm not nagging Collector in Cumbria. Em in Angus, still got it in a basket. Still got it. Em in Angus, you're about to be gazumped. Collector in Cumbria. Collector in Greater London. Check out. Celine in California. Lovely to see your name pop up on my screen. Carolyn in County Armagh. What about you, Carolyn? Julie in Gloucestershire. Well done. You've got yours. Collector in Gloucestershire. You've got your 2. Andrea in South Yorkshire. You've got your 2. Are you sure we can't release the rest, Wayne? Are you sure? Are you sure? I know we shouldn't have these, but... See, the thing is, there's another 100 locked in the vault. Can we not unlock them? Can we not do it? You can do it. Yours. Hang on, Wayne. Hang on. Just a moment. Hang on. You've just been promoted to senior producer, haven't you? Tom would. Tom would, wouldn't he? If only Tom was here now, I could offer you another 100 of those. It's forbidden, apparently. Can I not persuade you at all? No? Can't. Sarah in Cheshire, I'm trying. Sarah says, hello, Derek, lovely to see your cheeky little face back. Lovely design, Sarah, and nails. Oh, yeah, have another look at Sarah's nails. They're beautiful.
I know, they're growing out a little bit.
No, they're stunning. Look at the sparkle in them.
I know.
Hello, Lynn. Lynn in 5. And JP says, yeah, welcome back, and Happy New Year, Derek. We've missed you. Don't stay away so long next time. Oh, well, I'm back tomorrow.
That's it.
Back tomorrow on the mid-show. much to Laura Binding's disappointment. Jackie in Redcar. Hello, Jackie. Says, evening, Derek and Sarah. Great to see you back on JM. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Jackie in Redcar. I must get back up to Redcar, actually. Have you ever had a lemon tart and you really can't get the other 100 out? You sure, Wayne? I'll put my glasses on and look over the top of them. You sure? Yeah, go on.
You won't be able to see anything out of them.
Are you sure, Wayne? Are you sure? Is he sure? Ooh.
I know.
Oh, crikey, that's quite a prescription then there. Whew, dearie me. Right. Okay, they've all gone. We definitely can't get the other 100 then, no? No? Not if you make a phone call to Up High, no? Get Tom out of bed, whatever we have to do. No, we can't do it. Can't do it. Well, listen, they'll be on at the weekend. We have another 100 of them. Usually we can put them all in one go, but actually Wayne scheduled them when he shouldn't have done. Look, they hadn't been shown since 2017, and then you scheduled them this week, and they now need them for this weekend. I mean, what are the chances of that, Wayne? With that top note on it. I don't know what a top note is. Heart pendants and earrings. Oh, is it a bundle, a whole lot? Mm. Oh, you're good at this bundling thing, aren't you? You've been taking lessons from Tom, haven't you? He just bundles everything. Bundle, bundle, bundle. Right. Okay, so this is a little bundle which is coming up. Oh yeah, no, I've got the right number. In 10 minutes' time. This is a whopping opportunity, actually. So, 3 pairs of earrings and 3 gorgeous pendants, which are all set with a little CZ, as you can see, which you can just put a chain through or add a jump ring to. Or It's on pre-order right now. M and Angus is still going to get gazumped, aren't they? Because I've still got in baskets for that magnetic clasp. M and Angus, who's been there right from the beginning. I'm not nagging, by the way. I'm just merely commenting. Collector in Cumbria, and Collector in Greater London, and another B. B for basket. No, basket as it's B. That's what it says on my screen. B as in basket. I'm not being rude. Right. So, don't miss. Right, what should we do next? Number 2, popcorn bracelet. Oh, hang on. Oh, we like. Haven't seen this for a while. I know I haven't been here for a while. Silver one of these was the product of the year, I do believe. Oh, that reminds me, I feel very current at the moment because I've seen a film that everyone's seen, that everyone's talking about right now called... Oh, now, what was it called? Yes, how did you know that, Paul? Bird Box, the one where everyone can't look. Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, it's very... It's what... well, it's a horror.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it.
No,
then.
but it's not really a horror. No, it's not really a horror. It's more of a psychological thriller.
Oh, no,
I think.
I'm not very good
Sandra
at those.
Bullock is very, very, very good indeed. Now you know what this is, don't you? It's one of the little slider clasps here. So this is for, we say bracelet, but actually you can use it to lengthen a necklace just as easily as well. And you've got the little silicone grommets inside the silver there, which allow you to move that and ease that in and out. Oh, have you not seen Bird Box?
No.
Oh, you've got to see it, Sarah. It's very good. It's very. Even I've seen it, so it must be good. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a moment. Yeah, well, when can I talk about films? Never. I want to see The Favourite, though, when that comes out. That looks really good, doesn't it? That's very true, actually. Paul says, yeah, that is based on your normal viewing, which is absolutely terrible. Do you know what I watched the other day on Catch Up? When the Screaming Stops. Now, guess what that's about? It's not a horror film. No, it was about Bros coming back together for a one-off concert. That was fascinating. You remember Bros, don't you?
I do.
Well, yeah. But you have to watch it on Catch Up now, Paul. And you're suitably intrigued now, aren't you? Exactly. First thing you'll do when you get home. Hang on a minute, Wayne. Aren't these usually about 20? 17.95. So why 12.95? Is that your fault? Is that down to you? Is that something top note thing? Is it? It's not a top note thing. No top note on this one. Who mentioned top notes? I've never heard of them. Only in terms of fragrance. You know, where you have top, middle, and bottom notes. 12.95. Apparently it's an in-house thing. Margaret on Merseyside, well done, you've got yours. Number 3, silver wire. Ooh, this would be good with our Swarovski pearls then.
It would.
0.6mm gauge sterling silver wire. I know, nice and soft as well. Our sterling silver wire is nice and soft and easy to work with.
Silver wire.
Oh, it's a beauty to. I don't really want to sort of mess around with this one too much, but it's beautiful.
It is.
It works really nicely. Do you know I didn't get to do my wire work Christmas tree last year, which was a real shame. I'm going to get back to my wire working. Oh, bargain.
It is.
Metre of sterling silver wire, £5.95. There you go. That's a stash builder. Oh, how about less? How about you bought this tonight and you were the one that got picked at random, just from everyone who bought between 6 and 9 tonight, and it was you that randomly was sent the gold Jewellery Maker workshop voucher, and you spent just £3.95 on some sterling silver wire, and you got £110 worth of voucher back. Like basically the top workshop. You could just go for nout.
Yeah, it might be something you've always wanted to learn.
Yeah, it might be one of those Mark Smith, workshops, with the wait list and all the rest of it. It might be a chainmail with Fleur. It could be something with Claire wire writing. Could be an Alison wire working.
Yeah, I mean, it may just be that, you've looked at doing a workshop here and you live a long way away and you thought, well, I've got to pay for the workshop, pay for some accommodation, I've got to pay to travel.
Yeah, getting there.
And if, you know, if you've got the cost of the course already paid for, then making
Should we have a look?
a little holiday of it.
Should we have a little look on the website, see what's coming up, workshop-wise? Hang on. It's at the bottom, isn't it?
It is.
You go to the bottom. This would be a good test of, does he know how to work the website? You go right to the bottom. There's lots of products there. And you go to learning. Don't you? Learning.
No.
I've gone the long way, have I? Learning. Jewellery making tutorials. And then you go to... Oh, jewellery making video tutorials. And...
It's on the top normally, isn't it? Under a tab.
OK, let's go to the top. This wire is beautiful. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the workshop page. Tutorials, click on that. Sorry, it's me being silly. Jewellery making workshops, view all. The next workshop coming up, oh, it's a little calendar.
Yeah, so you can click it.
Do you know, there's one next Thursday, which is brand new turquoise and sterling silver with Claire MacDonald.
No.
Brand new turquoise and sterling silver with Claire MacDonald. And that one's a mere £69.95. There you go. You could get a bit of another one.
I've seen the pieces from that workshop. They're amazing.
Let's do some turquoise. Wow, that teamed in really nicely, didn't we?
Gosh, these are sizable.
Very nice. Beautiful. That promotion was well worth every bean, wasn't it? It's just a title change, though, isn't it? There's no more notes are changing hands, are they? Are they? We're not paying you as well, are we? Oh my Lord! Yeah, he'd be buying a suit at the weekend, won't he? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Now, tell me if the situation has changed, anybody, because I haven't been here for a wee while. Situation's not changed with regards to this gemstone, has it? So this is, it can only be called Sleeping Beauty Turquoise if it comes from one range in Arizona. If you look at the mountain range, it's in the shape of looks like a slumbering princess. And the mine has been closed since, I always forget the date. Because we know quite specifically, it was the back end, it was like October in so I wasn't even here then, I was at another channel selling fully made jewellery of Sleeping Beauty Turquoise, and I think it was 2014 or 15. And they stopped mining for the turquoise in this mine in favour of copper for a wee while, and then the mine was closed completely because when a mining company, which in America is amazing really, and it does happen in other parts of the world as well, thankfully, and it's happening more and more and more. But when you go in as a mining organisation and start mining out gemstone, do you know what? You actually have to leave the environment safe and repaired as far as you can for the future. And the cost of reparation for this mine versus going further into the mine, and there was plenty more turquoise in there and plenty more copper, valuable copper in that mine, but the cost of reparation was outweighing the benefits and the time and the cost of actually mining. So they just closed the mine. And to my knowledge, there's not been a piece of turquoise mined from this mine. There are surrounding mines, there's Kingman Mine and other mines nearby in Arizona that have been bringing out turquoise, but Sleeping Beauty Turquoise is slightly different from what we know as regular turquoise, which is very, very beautiful, because Sleeping Beauty Turquoise is, to all intents and purposes, in the main, without matrix. And that's the difference, is if you want clean turquoise. You sure? Is this to make up for not having the other 100 of the magnetic clasp because of the top note issue? Are you ready? We're going even lower. This is a gemstone where, to be honest with you, rather than inviting you on television to actually buy this at fixed price, we should sit you all as collectors in a room and say, right, okay, you tell us the price. you bid against each other until we get the highest bidder. Because that is a phenomenal price in the market right now, because people are collectors in the UK, well, collectors in the US. If we had a US channel, we would have collectors clambering over each other for any of this gemstone they can get. And I don't think there is a Jewellery Maker equivalent channel in the US. If there was, we'd be it. Because we have, how many buyers do we have from America buying from us, who are watching a channel in the UK at a completely different time of the day than, you know, we're actually doing. I don't know what time it is in America right now, depending on where you are, I suppose, isn't it? I've got, well, if that's the right destination, I actually have a Sheila in Washington. Now, that could be Washington, Tyne and Weir, or it could be Washington, DC. I know we have buyers in Phoenix. I know we have Celine in California. We have lots of US buyers buying with us. We actually have Sissy in Oklahoma, but we also have a buyer in Arizona as well, don't we? Thank you, Paul. But we do have a buyer in Arizona, don't we, as well, who buys with us regularly. And this gemstone comes from pretty much on their doorstep. I mean, listen, Arizona's a big state, but relatively, do you know what I mean? For us to mine this gemstone or have this gemstone mined in America, I don't know whether it goes to another cutting centre or whether it's cut in America. I would imagine it probably goes to a cutting centre, which is probably India, I'm guessing, or somewhere like that. And then it is shipped to us here in the UK for someone in Arizona, you know, veritably around the corner from where this gemstone first is mined. So we're sending it from America to our cutting centre to the UK to then put it back on a plane to go back to America to go to a customer who is veritably down the road from where it is mined in the first place. And yet our prices are so much better than available pieces of this gemstone you can actually, well, you probably can't buy in America. It's a crazy world, isn't it, sometimes? But great for you if you're a gemstone collector, because I don't know anywhere else you could buy it like that.
No, I don't know anywhere you could.
In jewellery, finished, yes. Right, next up, oh, I love these. I love these. For me, they are the absolute king of clasps. They're beautiful. That reminds me, I went to the Tower of London before Christmas and went in and saw the crown jewels. Have you ever been?
I have, several times.
And so now you go across, you go down this sort of travelator thing, past all the crowns. So you have to keep going round and round and round again to get a good look. Yeah. And you can't take pictures or anything like that. No. Fascinating. Absolutely amazing. These remind me of the regal clasps. Do you know what I mean? They are the creme de la creme. If you can, I mean, that's just ridiculous. How many are we getting? 15. 15 of these for £12.95, and they are, you know what, you can get little bolt ring clasps and they are fine and they're functional and they do their job, but they are a little bit fiddly. They can be a little bit awkward. They don't always last a long time. You know, something with this much sterling silver in it, it's in for the long haul, isn't it?
It is, and I love these with our sort of rondelles and gems of distinction sort of size gemstones.
Yeah.
Because they seamlessly sort of follow the line of the design. Yeah. So they're not taking away from that finished line.
No, it's not like a full stop in the design. It's like a nice continuation. Yes. £12.95 for 15 of these. That's working out at, oh, for heaven's sake. Shut the front door, everyone. 86 pennies per clasp. And that's plated in gold. And listen, try, even if you know what you're doing with sterling silver, try and make yourself one of those. Oh. Ooh, good luck.
Impossible.
Good luck, you. Right, next up, I have got some bolt ring clasps, which are, you know, I mean, I was just talking about the antithesis of those, but there are some designs where it just needs a bolt ring clasp. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And if you are going to get one as strong as you possibly can. These are of a good size, but not so massive that, again, they're putting a big full stop into the design. We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these in silver, £2.95. Stash builder, this one, isn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolute stash builder. And nice strong locks as well. I always try and demonstrate these, but it's difficult with the tweezers because everything will go flying. And Adam really doesn't need a bolt ring clasp in his eye. £2.95. I mean, eyebrow, maybe. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing, isn't it? Some people have one in their eyebrow, don't they? I don't know if it's a bolt ring clasp. But, you know what I mean? Oh, was that a long time ago, was it? Oh, people don't do it apparently now. It's not what the youngsters do anymore. Is it nose things again now then? They go through circuits, don't they?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who have like a ring but the wrong way round in their nose, so you just see the two little pointy bits coming out. That seems a thing at the moment, doesn't it? Yeah. Ugh. Yuck. Number 4. Oh, I haven't seen one of these for a long time. Even here, I have to say, I haven't seen one of these for a long, long time. Do you know, I remember somewhere else, I used to sell a platinum version of a snake chain, and it was the smallest gauge they could possibly get. And the price was, I think, something like £150.
Yeah.
And I thought, you've got to really want that. Mm-hmm. You've got to really want to know that that is platinum, you know, to spend that kind of money on it. This is as strong as an ox, do you know what I mean, veritably. 1.5mm gauge, really strong gauge chain, £9.95. 16 inches, perfect for a gift, perfect for a younger lady.
Yes, definitely. I just think these are really nice to wear on their own if you don't even want to put a pendant on them. They sit beautifully against the skin. They move beautifully as you do. And because of the way that they're made and the weight of the silver in them, you know, you get some chains that are what I call flimsy or very lightweight. And they just sort of stick to you.
You know the hearts that you've got in the star by?
Yes.
Because you only need to just thread these through a chain. There's nothing else you need to do with them, really. I mean, look at that. Look at how cute that is. I mean, it's just perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. I've made something. A perfect pairing. So those hearts are coming up in the star by very shortly. Oh, in fact, so shortly, it's right now. I love doing the late show. I haven't done the late show for ages and ages and ages. Ages and ages and ages. It's lovely because we just have fun, don't we?
You do.
I saw my ex-TV wife here. Was she here last? No, not last night. It was Zena's birthday last night, wasn't it? I was watching a bit of that. But Ruth, I saw Ruth a couple of days ago. And yeah, and she stayed on the chair the whole show as far as I know. As far as I know. There you go. Never mind. Right, how about this as a star buy? You've already been buying this. You have already been buying this, I should say, on pre-order. And it is phenomenal. Oh, you're doing another round in the same hour. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Oh, Tom's going to the bar again.
It's for the next hour.
Oh, for the next hour, that's fine. I know I didn't really get through that one, but you know what? Wet and warm, that's all we need. Valentine's Bundle, Wayne's called this. That sounds like a new board game, doesn't it? Valentine's Bundle. Do you do Valentine's still, Sarah, in yours?
Yes.
What usually happens?
I normally make a 3-course meal.
Oh, do you?
Yes. Yeah, because we've got kids and you don't always want to sort of go out and do... Try and book a restaurant and then be charged over the odds for it. So I just make a nice 3-course meal at home.
What, for everyone?
Yes.
Not just you and...
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for everyone.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So it's love for everyone.
Love the kids,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and I normally get, a nice bottle of fizz or something and some flowers.
Was there ever any in your, we're talking, I'm thinking, teenage years. Did you have any sort of ooey gooey kind of Valentine's presents back in the day? You know what I mean?
No, not really. No.
Because you used to write each other like little poems and silly things like that, didn't you, back in the day?
Used to get sort of friends posting cards through for other people through the letterbox in case they got spotted and things like that.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. Used to get that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you used to sign them question mark, don't you? You're meant to still do that, aren't you? But that kind of air of mystery is.
I think her husband knows it's me from my handwriting.
Yeah. Well, if it isn't, we've got something to worry about, haven't we? With these, you get 3 pairs of heart earrings, again with the Swarovski zirconia, and you get 3 of these heart pendants as well. I'll just have to hold that there so you can see. So you get 3 of these with the bigger cubic zirconia, and they're slightly off to one side as well.
Yes.
See, that's really good. I mean, if you got that as a set, pair of earrings.
Yeah.
That's really good, isn't it? For $24.95.
Yeah. So how much is that?
It is sterling silver. See, it didn't say on the details, and I thought, well, I'm not sure if I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I mouthed the words to Wayne just to make sure. It is sterling silver. So, what's the total grammage then, Wayne? Okay, well, you find out then, and then we'll all know. Because I think this is worth knowing. Well, listen, I could put it all on the little scale here if you like, and let's see if that agrees with what your stuff says. Oh, you're not finished with the price? Oh, well, crack on then. Crack on. Right, I'm going to put all of these on the scale. Now, bear in mind there are some cubic zirconia in there as well, which will add a little extra bit of weight. Oh, I know you can't see that, so I don't know why I bothered turning it that way, because you can't see it anyway. Shall I put it on the overhead, Paul? Okay, let's put it on the overhead with Sarah's bits and pieces. And then you can see it might not be entirely flat. No, that's about the same reading I got. It's nearly 6.5 grams of sterling silver. Now, just bear in mind, there are 6. Oh, no, there are some small cubic zirconia in that bundle as well. But then they're not really going to account for a lot of that weight, are they?
I mean, even if you were to say it was 6 grams and say, take the 4 point...
I mean, for $21.95.
And the fact is, you've got 3 full sets of jewellery there.
Yeah, you have.
Easily. I mean, even if you want to put the hearts on onto ribbons.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if it's, you know, for younger members of the family, this could be their first proper jewellery set.
Yeah. Yeah, it could, couldn't it, actually?
Yeah.
For nieces or granddaughters or, you know, just cousins, things like that. Oh, I think that's lovely. Now, you don't have to imagine that with that snake chain. Look.
No.
Look at that with that snake chain. It's amazing. See, that would work perfectly, wouldn't it?
I love that.
And a little pair of the earrings to match. And what's that cost you per set? What, £7 something? Per matching earring and pendant?
$7.32 or something?
Yeah.
Is it $7.32?
I mean, look. And that's next to nothing in this day and age, isn't it? Next to nothing. This is very popular, by the way. How many of these bundles have we got, Wayne? Okay, right. Listen, can I say it's not a massive number by JewelleryMaker standards? It's not a massive amount at all. So if you want yours, and let's just be clear, this bundle has been made of 2 individual items. So the set of 3 pairs of earrings and the 3 heart pendants are usually 2 separate elements. And so Wayne has bundled them together and give us a tasty little price tag there of just $21.95. See, that's Valentine's without the effort, isn't it, really? Do you know what I mean?
I think you know, hearts are universal. You know, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be for Valentine's.
No.
It could just be
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Mother's Day. Love you.
Yeah. Just because you did something really nice, gift. You know, those earrings. You could give those to anybody for just, you know, the simplest sort of thing.
Just because.
Like, you know, they looked after your house while you're on holiday, or they, you know, looked after your pet, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, it could be anything.
17, did you say, Wayne? 17. Yeah. Oh, it's a long way over there. Oh, now this is very different, isn't it?
I like these.
Oh, look at those colour tones. I'm just looking at that with this shirt. That's an amazing colour tone. I've never seen these before. No, that's very true, Paul, actually. I was just thinking the same, actually. They're not really blue at all, are they? There's a kind of a hint of turquoise. You sure you mean these, Wayne, yes? Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, there they go.
Yeah.
Confirmation on the recording. So not really blue. I would say, seafoam green meets a turquoise, really, isn't it?
Yeah. definitely.
Mint choc chip, that's it.
You read my mind there. I was just thinking that. Oh,
yes.
Chocolate lime sweets.
Like going through the layers of that, you know, that dessert. Yes. Ooh. You know, with the little slithers of chocolate and the layers, you can hear the cracking as you're going through. Oh, I miss those. You can still get them though, can't you?
You can.
Oh, nice. Yeah, where's open? Where's open, Tom? You know what we fancy?
All the supermarkets.
Have you heard of a Viennetta?
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice. It used to be very posh back in the day.
It did.
Still available now. Check this out. Oh, this is very lovey-dovey, this, isn't it? Now, is there a drill hole in this? I don't think there is, actually, is there? No. So it is this two pieces together? Yes, there's two pieces together that are back-to-back by the looks of it on this. So this would be for wire wrapping and for netting or claw setting in some way, if you wanted to. You could shibori. But you'd still have to secure in some way, I think, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this and thinking this would be really nice in cinema because it's light.
Oh, yes.
So if you wanted to incorporate this into a fascinator or
yes.
you know, to run a cinema brooch style design.
Oh, as a brooch, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Or we could have lovely, I'm just seeing lovely tiara twists of smaller pearls coming out of the top like a firework display. That'd be amazing. $4.75 and somebody else has done all the hard work.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's amazing. It's got a really nice size. If I just hold that up to me for a second. Look, so, you know, you see like as a brooch size.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect as a starting point, wouldn't it? That would cheer up a black jacket a bit, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? I love it. And that's a good price tag as well, isn't it? $4.75, because that's very, very good quality shell as well. You can see all of the lustre.
That's it. I mean, yeah, that's been hand selected to match beautifully. But it's also not to have any different colours running through it. To be a uniform colour is amazing.
With your Swarovski pearls from the kit.
Yeah, they would look lovely.
That'd be very, very nice. Oh, I love this. Love, 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 love this. Love the colour. Awesome. Yeah, this is blue. This is definitely. Check that out. Dyed blue agate rounds, 10mm round. Looks like. Do you know? I've got some pottery at home, which is the what do they call it? Rimini blue. You know, the Bitossi pieces. They do animals. They're beautiful. I've got a nice little collection of them at home, and they are this blue. And there's quite a lot of pottery that is this kind of gorgeous blue. Because it almost looks vintage, you know what I mean? It almost looks like it came from the 50s or the 60s. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it is lovely. And I love the way that dyeing certain gemstones doesn't completely flood them with colour.
Yeah, because you still have all that matrix or the sort of universal striations or whatever the gemstone originally had. It's come through, the characters.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love all the different shades of blue there. $9.95. That's all we need to do. Oh, Wayne, I know you've got it written down. We got a must-have. We have got a must-have, haven't we? I must show you. Because I should have been showing you for 2 hours, but listen, it's me. It is open on pre-order anyway. It is these beautiful, beautiful, brand new faceted pairs of amethyst. We're doing that as the must-have at 8 o'clock. They're already on pre-order, already very popular, Wayne's telling me. Not surprised at all. What should we do? One more, number 19. Oh, I love these. I love them. This is one just to have and to hold. Just to get. This would go amazingly well with your labradorites.
Yes.
Because it is very, very labradorescent in its look. And it's coated clear quartz. Oh, it's a dream. It's a dream. Actually, for dream catchers, something like this, because it has lots of colour. It's like a mystic colour, isn't it? Greens, purples. Oh, with your Swarovski pearls from the kit. Yes, they would work. Let me just borrow the piece there. Yeah, would work really nicely with that, wouldn't it? $14.95. This is a joy. And you've got so many beads to play with here as well. 10mm round, gorgeously faceted. Lots of joy, lots of sparkle, even just as a simple stretchy bracelet. I mean, that really does look effective, doesn't it? That looks like something you could have bought from the 1930s from a vintage shop as well, doesn't it?
Do you know, with the double bundle of the black agates we did.
Yes, the double trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's team it up with the double trouble.
It look lovely.
Actually, we'll see if we've got any more of the double trouble left, Wayne, have we? Have we? We've got a few left, like a handful of the double trouble, because double trouble is black agate, faceted rounds, 2 strands, and I think it came in at £9.95.
See, I'd love that in a stretchy bracelet with just a few sterling silver spaces in between.
Stunning. Love it, love it, love it. Right, listen, time for us to take a break, time for you to take a break. Well, actually, you don't have to if you don't want to, but we have to, apparently. Apparently, it's a legal requirement. The man from the union is saying, right, you've got to have your 3 minutes off. So when we come back, we'll do the must-have, and we've got lots more besides as well. See you back here with Sarah in 3.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying and the gemologist here at Jewellery Maker. Join me tomorrow between 8 and 1. I've got some amazing deals for you. So we've got a mega 8mm round bundle, perfect for your stretchy bracelets. That includes sodalite, howlite, lots of jaspers, all sorts of different materials. And then I've got an amazing rhodochrosite showcase for you where I'm going to do some gemology and talk about the formation of the rhodochrosite. We've got an amazing slice of rhodochrosite stalactite which has never been seen on Jewellery Maker before. It's limited edition. I've only got 12, so that's very important that you tune in and watch that one. We've got a blue lace agate showcase in all different sized rounds. We've got a showcase of drilled mineral pendants. We've got fluorite points, fluorite octahedrons and quartz points. So make sure you tune in tomorrow from 8 AM. I'll see you there.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Well, I've just been paid the ultimate of compliments by Adam, my director, who said, I'm sorry, I can't listen to this, and just turned it all down. We're still having some crackling, that's why, but it only happens when I'm over there. But it was so funny the way Adam just said, I'm sorry, I can't hear him do it, I've just turned you all down. It's fine. Anyway, time for your must-have tonight here on Jewellery Maker on The Late Show. Lovely to have your company, by the way. I'm Derek, if we've never met before. Hello. In fact, apart from Mark Smith, I might be the only boy around the place, in front of camera. No, I realise that you're behind the camera, Paul. No, I realise that, no, come back. All is forgiven. I realise that you're a boy, and so is Adam, and so, well, as far as we can tell, is Wayne. Anyway, where were we? What's that got to do with the price of fish, anyway? Do you know Sarah used to work in a chippy? In Ilkley, many years ago, because we were just talking about Morecambe for some reason. How did we get on to Morecambe? I can't remember. Anyway, let's have a look at today's must-have, shall we? I'm sure I was saying something there. I'll come back to it. These are brand new tonight. Brand new, and we're very proud of them as well. Super proud of a brand new strand of gorgeous amethyst. A gemstone. Oh, hello. We are approaching the birthstone month of, aren't we, for amethyst. I'm amazed that I've remembered that. So if you have got an August birthday, then by now, no, it's February, isn't it, amethyst? I knew that. I'm pulling your leg. I knew that. All these years later of gemstones. I have to say the quality through this is pretty hot to trot, let me tell you. Beautiful shaping of the gemstones, and I love, actually, some of it is banded. Some of it is not solid colour necessarily, but some of it has lovely banding of different colours going through it. Amazing quality though, isn't it? It is Zambian amethyst, which is famed for its depth of colour, but also famed for sneaking out a little bit of other colour plays through it as well. A little bit of pink, a little bit of a sort of bluish purple as well, coming from some of the centre ones there. $24.95. Excellent price tag, let me tell you. A lot of amethyst jewellery sells. In fact, I've seen 3 or 4 carats in a gold ring in a jeweller's window. It wasn't that many years ago. Still got the pictures on my Facebook page of 3 or 4 or 5 carat amethyst rings in gold in a certain town in Yorkshire, which we'd all know. Well, no, I'll tell you. I won't tell you the name of the shop, but it was in Harrogate. And Harrogate is pretty much the Windsor of Yorkshire, it's fair to say. It's pretty much the, you know, Kensington and Chelsea of North Yorkshire. And 3, 4, 5 carat amethyst rings in the window a couple of years back, 2, 3, 4 years ago, £3,000, £5,000 for I mean, I'm sorry, for £5,000 I would want to fill the whole of the boot of my car with amethyst, not have one ring's worth. Do you know what I mean? I looked in this window and I honestly, I just thought I have to take a picture of this moment. I honestly, I mean, I'm not knocking that retailer at all. I mean, listen, they wouldn't have that kind of merchandise in the window unless there was a clientele for it. So I'm guessing there must be people who have 4 figures down the side of the sofa to spend on a 3 carat amethyst ring in gold for 4 figures. But gosh, that's never going to be me, unless those numbers come up. Talking of numbers, let's change these numbers. Oh, that was quick. It's so quick. Usually it takes hours. 17.95. Got a little sneak preview of that, didn't we? It just happened straight away. You'd be no good as a striptease artist, would you, Wayne? Straight off in one go. No, let's not try it in the break. Just because there's cameras in the room. 17.95. Remember, there's cameras up there in the gallery to keep an eye on you as well. Remember. 17.95 for brand new amethyst. I mean, awesome. I'd love to make little flowers with these.
Yeah, they'd look beautiful, wouldn't
Floral wire wrapped ring.
Yeah.
With some little. Ruth had the cognac diamonds on.
Oh gosh, they're beautiful.
A couple of nights ago. Little cluster of your cognac diamonds in the centre of this would be amazing. I mean, that would be a £3,000 ring with some canary yellow diamonds in it. Thank you very much. But awesome. And Zambia really is, in terms of depth of colour, I mean, you can go deeper if you want to, but you can go so deep with amethyst that it almost negates the fact that it is amethyst. Sometimes you can go so dark that you lose the appeal of the colour, and the appeal of amethyst is its colour, isn't it?
It is, definitely.
You want to enjoy that lovely mid-purple.
That's it. You know, it's for me, amethyst, you know, I love my amethyst to be that true sort of chocolate box tone.
Yeah.
But I love all tones of amethyst, but you do get some that just do get onto that too much of a dark side of amethyst that you kind of, you need them to be in a very open setting, such as earrings perhaps, where you get a lot more light through them to be able to sort of see that. Things like, you know, sometimes a garnet can be too dark to see those rich sort of tones coming through. So you sometimes just lose a little bit of the quality, but these are beautiful.
They are. They are stunning for the price tag and definitely a must-have. Please do make sure that you check out on that, because that's a pretty extraordinary buy, let me tell you. Ooh, love it. Right, okay, let's jump into this mythical... Oh, that's like nails down a blackboard, isn't it? I'm so sorry. Well, like a sorry, not sorry, because I quite liked doing that. Okay, no, that's not what you think it is. Number 5, did you say? Sorry, I picked out number 1. Don't know why. Terra Jasper. Yeah, I thought when I picked those up, no way. We saw some Terra Jasper rounds which were bigger earlier, didn't we? These are slightly smaller. I think we saw 18 earlier, didn't we? This is 14mm round. It's a good price though. Good price. Where's this come from? Yeah, we've got China there, which could be. I'm not sure if that's the country of origin though. That might just be where we actually made the deal, as opposed to where actually the gemstone comes from. I'm always fascinated about where some of these gemstones come from. $12.95. I forget where they mine a lot of the jaspers. It can be here, there, and everywhere. Actually, there are lots and lots of different locations depending on the jasper. Love this. It's been dyed that lovely, rich, sort of rosy rhodochrosite kind of, you know, reddy pink. It's gorgeous, actually, isn't it? Because it doesn't look like a garish pink. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice, strong, defining, authoritative colour.
I think because it's more on the sort of purpley side of pink, if you like, rather than being sort of candy floss or...
Yes. Or bubblegum kind of colour,
yeah. So it gives you that sophistication. So I like the fact that they've put rose on there, because it has got those deep tones that you get from those beautiful sort of English rose gardens.
Yeah, they are beautiful. Yeah. And seriously, in terms of, I mean, you could almost visually, if you know your gemstones, and not many people know, you know, these type of gemstones, but you could almost look at this on face value. You can almost say, for those people that do know their gemstones, rhodochrosite. Do you know what I mean? If in a boutique you had a lovely floral maxi dress for the summer and you had this next to it and it was £35, £45, you know, with the findings on it, you wouldn't blink and think twice about that price at all, would you?
No, not at all. I mean, you know, for such a sizable piece of jewellery as well, it's a big statement piece of jewellery that's going to finish that outfit off. You don't think twice when you're buying accessories, you know. No. You know, you'll buy...
No, because the big purchase is the clothing or the bag or the boots or whatever. And look at how it lifts, you know, a colour palette like that. I mean, you know, not necessarily for me. Do you know what I mean? But if you look at the grey and the, yeah, I mean, it lifts it beautifully, doesn't it? Mm. That works nicely. Right, number 4. Number 4, I have to tell you, number 4, like the last hour, it's empty. There's nothing in number 4. It's just a little plastic bag. Yeah, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there, Paul, is there? There's nothing up my sleeve, is there? Let's go to number 11 instead. Ah, don't think I've ever seen black spinel wheels. Have you? They are sizable. Now, that's the first opportunity then, I think, for a gents make, you know, for an instant bracelet. Because wheels are perfect for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, like that. Like that a lot.
I'd be tempted to put just a couple of jump rings in between as well. Some silver ones.
Yeah, or some rose goldy ones.
Yeah.
I love the faceting on this as well. It's sort of triangular faceting. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of one way then the other. Oh, I like that. Very nice. $14.95. That's really, really good. I would snap that up because you might have, you know, you might have 25 other black spinel strands, and this will be different to all of those others. I don't think I've ever seen wheels, not at that kind of size at least. $14.95. You serious, Wayne? That's really good, actually, isn't it? And also for stacking up for an earring, those Swarovski pearls.
Yes.
One of these either side of one of those.
Yeah. Almost like gemstone sort of
would
bead
be
caps.
Pretty awesome. Oh, you found it? Somewhere else. There was 2 in number 9, wasn't there? Number 1. Oh, I don't know. It's all very, very confusing tonight. ZYRU48. Remember, if you want to pick up any of these, then you can pop them into your basket. As Collector in Tyne and Weir has Sheila in Washington. Yvonne in Devon. Welcome down there in Devon. I'm going to Devon for Christmas. I know Christmas has just been, but whilst having whilst having Christmas with the family, we decided, right, okay, next Christmas, because we've done quite a few. You know when you've done quite a few Christmases in a row, and you think, okay, it's time for one off. So I'm going down to Devon this year. Don't know where. Somewhere in North Devon, for a little holiday cottage over Christmas. Oh no, that's not right. 14 should be London Blue Topaz. It so isn't. That's twice tonight, isn't it? This box is completely in.
That one in the.
Of. No. 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 No, this is 8 o'clock. 6 o'clock. No idea what's going on, Sarah, do you?
I think those were the ones you kept picking out before from the...
I think they were from the first box.
Yes.
I don't know if they were. Well, if it is, we've done them. And they weren't faceted like that.
Ah.
They were more briolette, weren't they, than... They're faceted pairs, aren't they? Oh, it's all good, isn't it? It's all good in the hood. No, I don't have anything like that, Wayne. At all. Oh, well, shall I do a bit of karaoke? Deeply deep about the curves you got. Deeply hot. What, number 6? Which is... I'm just going to say something green. Green Sphene. Okay, is that right, yeah? Okay, good. It's all going well tonight, isn't it? All going extremely well. I'm so glad I came back. Okay, green Sphene now. I'll get you through this chaos, don't you worry. Sphene from Madagascar. Oh, I love Sphene. It's one of those gemstones that's very, very difficult to get hold of. Very difficult to get hold of. What you're looking for, oh my word, would you look at the secondary colour play on that? Oh my word. I just wanted to watch that recording all night. Can you see? And the next time this comes around, if you can carry on looping, Adam, as it starts again, look on the left-hand side in the reflection in the mirror. Left-hand side now in the mirror. Can you see the reds? Can you see the reds and the oranges? Because that's what you're looking for in sphene. Some gemstones, it's not all about the primary colour, it's about the colour plays that you get back from it. It's about that light refracting within the stone and bringing out other elements as well. Oh my word! I have not seen this gemstone for years. I love it. I love it. I used to do a loose gemstone show on another channel that used to predominate with jewellery. Predominate? Is that a word?
I don't know, I think you might have made
Predominantly sold jewellery years ago. Anyway, another channel, and I used to do a loose gemstone show on a fairly regular basis, and if we ever had a tiny 3/4 carat sphene from, I think it was Sara in Madagascar, you might be talking about 25, 30 pounds for 3/4 of a carat of this gemstone. You've got 12.5 carats on this strand for less than 50 pounds, which in this world of this gemstone is phenomenal. I mean, look at the colour plays in that. Oh my Christ. And this is, I promise you, the location that you want your sphene to come from. If you want good collectible sphene, that is legacy sphene, that will stay with you. And let me tell you, it's a really, really ridiculously difficult gemstone to get hold of. I'm so vociferous, I can't get my words out. I'm standing up, even though it's that important, I'm standing. It's the same whether I stand or sit. Yeah, don't move the camera, it's fine. You'd never know. You'd never know. Look, I just moved the chair. Look. Oh, he's levitating. It's an invisible chair. Can I just implore you, if you are anywhere near, or you consider yourself anywhere near to be a gemstone collector, this gemstone is one to collect, because in a few years' time, and listen, I can't speak for this company, I don't know where we're buying, I don't know how we're buying, etc, etc. I don't know what the availability of this gemstone is at the moment, but I have a gemstone knowledge which now spans the last 13, 15 years or so. It's always been one of those gemstones which is incredibly, incredibly difficult to get hold of. And listen, there are some gemstones where we can get you any old quality and we can say, there you go, it's sphene, but you can't see through it, there's no luminosity, it's as cloudy as whatnot and has no other secondary tones of colour. Listen, we can do that, that's dead easy, that's a no-brainer. We could just go out and say, okay, we could send our buying team out and say, just go and get me some bead quality sphene, just so I can say that we're showing sphene on the channel. To be honest, you would look at it in comparison to this and you'd say, why are you showing me that rubbish? When you can show me something like this, which is worthy, in my opinion, it's worthy of those pieces that I went through past the travelator past in the Tower of London. It would not look wrong in a crown, because sphene is such a majestic gemstone. I love it. I don't want to nag anyone to check out baskets, but please do check out. Sorry, I'll move that chair out of the way. I'm going to stand. That's well done. Collector in the Highland, and you certainly are a collector if you've got that strand in your collection. In fact, it's not billed as a Gems of Distinction strand, but it darn well should be, because the quality of that is awesome. I've not seen quality like that for over half a decade. Beautiful. Sheila, well done. You've got yours. Stephanie, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for you. Claire as well, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for you. Please do check out. Mwah! Love that gemstone. Next up will be number 20. And there should be, let's see what comes out, shall we, Wayne? It's a chain! Hooray, hooray, hooray. Let me show you this against this for a second, because, oh, would you look at that straight away. Now, if you can see that across the room and all of its beautiful reflection, all you need to do is come in and get one of the last 4 of these available. I remember when we launched with our managing director at the time, and Carol, we launched a very, very limited range of gold jewellery pieces, and this is incredible. It's ready to wear. In fact, we launched a lot of these gold pieces at $79.99, didn't we? a lot of we only had a few lines of the gold chains when we first did it. And I remember our MD and Carol launched a very small gold collection. There was nothing about this price tag, was there? Was there? So this was a $49.95 buy, wasn't it? Yeah, not surprised. It's now $29.95, and we've got 3. I mean, look at that, awesome. Last 2 in gold. It's not gold on silver. It's gold on gold. Sheila, my darling, well done. Last 1. Congratulations. Busy on the phones tonight as well. 0800 644 655. It's a free call, remember. Do not leave this in a basket, would be my advice. Because I don't know that we're buying another gold range again. I could be wrong. I never know what's happening from, you know, I'm not here all the time to know what's going on behind the scenes. But I haven't heard any, in the communications that we get, I haven't heard of any sort of, you know, big new gold collection coming soon. And that's, we've only really done it once in our, is it 8 years now? Is it coming up to 9? Or are we 8? Coming up to 8, 9. Coming up to 9, aren't we, in April, is it? Is it April? I forget. Too many channels, that's the problem. May the 4th be with you. And we will. 9 years. They said it wouldn't last. Okay, please hang on the phone lines. We're now talking about competing for the last one. That's the best part. What's the gram weight, Wayne? I can't see it. I can't see the small print. Okay, do you know what? I mean, the average retail gram of gold sells between 40 and 60 pounds on average. It's not an exact science, but roughly there and thereabouts. You are 4/5 of a gram here, and you're at $29.95. So that's, it's kind of more wholesale price than retail price, let me tell you. Last one. Good luck. Good luck, you. Next up. Number 10. Ametrine. I love this. Do you know, I can never see this gemstone. Oh, Roisin, you've got your chain, well done. Sheila got yours as well. Sold out. Congratulations. Okay, I can't ever see this gemstone without seeing those leaves that we do. You know, the carved leaves? Yes, and also the big maple leaves we do of them. I love this gemstone. It's just got lovely, soft, sage leaf coloured serenity even. What's that word? Serenity. $2.95. I mean, even those aventurine leaves, they are what, $7.95? The larger leaves on their own usually. To have a whole strand to go with them. Maybe you have one of those aventurine leaves and you've never really got round to actually sort of finishing with it. Maybe create a whole strand for a necklace. Down to the last 5 of this. $2.95. Marvellous. Have we had any other Valentine's messages in? And it's nowhere near Valentine's, but today is a Valentine's theme today. What's the sweetest thing anyone ever bought you for Valentine's? What about you, Wayne? What do people buy you for Valentine's, or what did they back in the day? Because obviously now you've got your ball and chain now, haven't you? What's yeah, that's probably the sweetest thing anyone's done for you, Wayne, isn't it? Is, you know, say, oh, go on then, I'll keep you. You know what I mean? That's true. So, did you ever, you know, when you were, you know, teenager or whatever, did you ever do any romantic gestures for Valentine's? You ever do anything like that? No? No? Oh, just romantic all year round. Yeah, we've heard that one before, haven't we? How about some rainbow moonstone now? Now, this is quite interesting because I actually thought that this had a sort of Druzy-esque kind of theme going on to it. because you can see the natural sort of crystalline structure of the moonstone there on the top. I love this, 'cause it's almost like it's frozen in time, isn't it? There's not just that one piece either, because we've got several pieces here. This one's like a little slice, isn't it? Almost like a little, they've tried to sort of pear shape it. A little shard with the colour. 24.95. See, I love that because it's got that real kind of Druzy-esque nature to it. It's a really, really interesting way to work. And actually, if you've got, oh look, hang on, there you go. Gorgeous, isn't it? There you go. Can't say things like that, Wayne. Look at that. Oh, check it out. Sorry, sometimes it's just about the angle of view, because sometimes you can't always see what I can see. You're going to get me in trouble in a minute. Right, let's move on. Swiftly on. Right, okay, so we've got some plain rounds of rainbow moonstone this time. So I'm going to send Sarah in a moment. Sarah's got a lot of authority. £6.95. So more rainbow moonstone for you. Let's see if we can see some of this colour, because again I can see it. We almost need like I need like a camera right there, like a third eye. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you think you could stick one there? Not sure if that'd work. Here we go. You've all got the giggles today. I don't know what it is. It's like a Wednesday thing, isn't it? Oh dear. £3.90. I can't see a thing now. £3.95. So I want to know more, Sarah, about when you used to work at a chippy in Ilkley. Oh, you're crying as well. Sorry, we're all at it now, aren't we? We're all in tears of laughter.
Oh, I used to work there when I was just before I was a student, and then I used to go back in the holidays and work when I was a student.
Did you live around there then?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Ilkley?
about 4 miles away.
Do you want a tissue? Bless you.
No, I'm all right.
You look sad now. That's made her cry.
I'm okay. It's happy tears. It's okay.
It is very happy tears. We've all got a bit silly. Oh, there's my ruler down there. I wondered. Look.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. I wonder where that had gone. Number 4. Okay, next up we have got. I honestly can't see a thing. We've got pink quartzite for you right now. Is this the one that we were looking for an hour ago? Is it? What has happened to tonight's schedule? There's things jumping from one hour to another. Have you noticed Tom's nowhere to be seen either? It's nowhere to be seen. We've not seen him like for half an hour. That's it. It's gone, disappeared. Puff of smoke, gone. And I've told him this is a no smoking show as well. £3.95. Oh, going lower than £3.95. Oh, do you know what? In terms of a game show, I should get that game show. You know, play your cards right. I want to do that as a game show. Yeah. Is it higher, higher, lower, lower? Because you know what I'd do? If anyone lost, I'd just swap the cards and make them win. I would. One night, I would. I'd say, oh well, never mind. Let me swap that one. £1.95. That's what you do. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Adam, have you not seen Play Your Cards Right? Okay, so you start with one card and then you tell me whether the next card is higher or lower. Well, no, you can swap the cards if you're me, Adam. Do you know what I mean? Although, to be honest, I still want to do tipping point. And if it doesn't quite work out, I just want to lean over and just push a few over. Do you know what I mean? Because we've all tried shaking the machine. Don't try that at home. Shaking the machines on the real ones, haven't we? Then they start bleeping away and you go, wasn't me, wasn't me. She pushed me. 1.95, all of that for sixpence. I really want to go on tipping point. But can we just, you what? No, go on, what? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were telling me that it was finishing. No, it's not finishing, is it? Hope not. I've not been on it yet. Anyway, I think I could make that studio look bigger. Because Ben's quite tall, isn't he? Ben Shepherd. I could make that studio look bigger. 1.95. 1.95. Actually, you come on and be the contestant, Sarah. I'll pretend that we don't know each other, and if not enough coins drop, I'll just, you know...
That'd be good.
Give it a nudge.
Yeah. Can you make sure the star one comes out for me? The jackpot.
Oh, the 10 grand one? Yeah, no problem. Fine, no problem. We'll split the winnings, shall we?
Yeah, that's
in some way.
Yeah.
80-20. 21. 17. 8, what was the percentage?
Well,
What's my commission?
Oh, well, I thought you wanted 80%. I'm thinking.
Oh, no, you have the 80%.
Oh,
I'll just
right.
take 20.
Yeah,
that's fine.
okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about fraud here. You know what I mean? Not major fraud. Actually, we just said all that on telly.
Yeah.
Oh, it probably can't happen now then. Oh, well, never mind. It was a nice thought while it lasted. Some green opal now. I love these selections. I'm just going to bring this down to the desk because they're all so beautiful shapes. Do you know you can make the most incredible artwork with these? You know, that's where my mind is thinking. Is just creating a lovely artwork with them within a frame. They are stunning. They're like the kind of, you know, you sometimes when you're sort of beachcombing, wandering down the beach, you might just find one stone that just has the most amazing colour and it's not like any other stone that's on the beach, and so you take it and you keep it, and then of course by the time you get home all the magic's dropped out of it, hasn't it? It doesn't look shiny anymore. Whereas these are like a collection of those magical stones all together, aren't they?
They are.
And this is green opal from, it will be a variety of locations actually, so ignore China. I'm not sure we're mining much opal in China these days. So it will be, that's where it's originating. But you've got incredible colours here. In fact, not all greens either. You've got some lovely woody browns there. You've got some almost sort of deep burgundies going on. Beautiful, nice little selection there. There's lots of pieces to work with. As I say, I'd be tempted. Ooh, do you know what? You can make a 2D tree of life, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So if you had, you know the frames that you can get with the backgrounds on them?
Yes.
So make the frame and actually stick, I know this is against jewellery making rules and laws, but stick the stones to the actual back of the frame and then make the tree dimensional in front of it.
There's no rules when you've got when they're your gemstones. What you do with them, is there?
That's true. Yeah. I've got a load of opals that are framed beautifully, just in random formations. Oh yeah. Now we've got a little bit of a deal coming up for you at 9 o'clock, just before. In about 10 minutes' time. In fact, some of you have spotted this on pre-order already, actually. This is Alison Tarry's Woven Heart DVD. Oh, I love Alison's DVDs because she's so good at actually demystifying wire work, even complex wire work like that. I mean, a lot of you might look at that and think, oh, I'd never be able to do that. Just never be able to do it. It's far too complex for me. I'm not at that stage yet at all. What we're actually going to do is a little bit of a bundle with Alison's DVD and 2 giant, beautiful, mystic-coated Swarovski pear crystals as well, at an amazing combination price. I mean, nowhere near where you would expect it to be, especially for the Swarovskis as well. So it's a little Wayne Valentine bundle that has been put together. In fact, actually, if truth be told, Becky Redican put it together, and we've slightly adapted the idea. We've made little tweaks to it. Right. In the meantime, thank you, Becky. Love you. Get well soon. Bless you. Next up, we have crimp beads, and they're diddy little 2mm round crimp beads. They're gorgeous. Oh, they're very tiny, Sarah, aren't they, for a crimp bead?
They are, but I love these ones, the round crimp beads, because when you crush them,
yeah,
they don't create a sort of rectangle or a square shape. They create a sort of oval cornered square or a rounded cornered sort of crimp. So if you want, don't want to have to put a crimp cover over, but you still want them to be beautiful and decorative but functional, these are perfect.
Oh, I like. So they're kind of seed bead size, and they're not going to go much smaller even when you crimp them, are they?
No.
Love them. In fact, you'd need the pliers where they were, the crimping pliers, the round part, would you?
I just use my flat pliers.
Do you? Just to bring them together, and that just completes them as a round?
Yeah, so they end up sort of,
Sort of slightly oval.
Slightly oval, sort of.
Rugby ball, almost.
If you have your nails done, they call it square oval.
Squoval.
Squoval or square oval. And it's where they sort of, just take the corners off, if you like. Where a crimp bead would normally have very sharp sort of square edges to the shape that's formed when you crimp it.
Yeah.
These have like rounded corners.
Oh, that's good to know, isn't it? Yeah. Sheila's got these, well done. £9.95, you get 200 of them. That's a lot, and they're in, they are in silver.
Mm. You can use them as just spacers if you want to as well.
Can you, without them falling off, so to speak?
Because
they have got a little split in them,
They've got a tiny little seam in them, but...
So you could bring them together just tiny bit if you wanted to, just to seal that.
But I've used them on things like wildfire, and they don't find the... Because they're so well made.
Oh,
they
really?
Don't find the gap. Yep.
Ooh, nice. Because they're very classy, actually. They're very, very nice.
And they are good if you want, if you only put in a couple of pieces of beading thread through.
I was going to say, can you get 2 lengths of beading thread through there and still crimp it?
Yeah.
That's good to know. Yeah. Right, next up, number 18. Oh, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you too. Look, it is dendritic opal. I love it. I adore it. Don't see this very often either, do we? It's like the sort of, like the veins through a blue cheese. In fact, not all of them are veined. Can you see this one here is almost totally veinless? And this one. They'd make a nice pair on this strand, wouldn't they? They don't have any veins, not even any on the back either. So some of them are veinless. Some of them have a little bit of translucency through them. I don't know whether you can see on this one. Can you see on that one, you can almost see through? I just put my finger behind it, look. You can almost sort of semi-translucent. That's beautiful. I love the fact that some of these are almost pure white. Look, this one here, and then this one here to match. So if I just lift this one out of the way. So these two together here, almost a matching pair of pairs in brilliant white. This is Australian dendritic opal. Now we're in the right country, everyone. Yeah. Beautiful. This is a collector's. For those of you who've got the Sphene and like the collectible, we don't see dendrite opal half as much as we used to. Excuse me. £14.95. We don't have many gemstones out of Australia, do we? Certainly not white opals these days. A little bit of white opal, but not opal with colour play coming through it. We have our mookaite, of course, which I haven't seen for a long, long time, either of you.
No. Not much mookaite coming through,
no.
I don't think.
I think we've sold it all, haven't we? It takes a long, long time to replenish those stocks. Have you noticed as well with some gemstones, you feel like you have plentiful bounty all the time, and then there's this long absence. Just when you want that gemstone, there's like an absence. Like labradorite is our favourite gemstone and has been for years and years and years and years and years. You vote it, we sell it. It's the most popular gemstone here at JewelleryMaker. When was the last time you saw some? Haven't had any tonight, for instance, so far. £14.95. Sheila, well done. Susie, well done in South Yorkshire. Claire, well done in West Lothian. Oh, hi. Oh, the DVD. The DVD and the Swarovskis. Yes, I knew that, absolutely. Don't you try and catch me out like that. It's time for the star buy. Oh, I did it just in the nick of time there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, I'll just show you there actually. Against the ear might not work. But just look at one of these Swarovski crystals. This is a 14 by 10 millimeter. Forgive the fingerprints, they are mine. These are 14 by 10 millimeter pear cut, beautiful mystic coated Swarovski crystals. Now we have combined this with this, which is Alison Terry's. Sorry, that didn't really work, did it? I tried to be a director there myself and it just didn't work at all, did it? Just do what you do, just stand there and talk. Try and be clever. Just do what you do. It is the Alison Terry Woven Heart DVD. Now the D, the V and the D were all meant to be in capitals, Wayne. You had strict instructions. That's like D versus D. That should say DVD all in capital letters, by the way. So the DVD that you're looking at excerpts right now. And please, 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 when you see wire work like this, do not be terrified. If you are, or if you've got a gizmo coil, so much the better. They're an absolute godsend. They really are. At skipping a stage, they're amazing, a gizmo coil. And I think that the faster you see something come together, the happier you are. Now, instead of just giving you the DVD, we've actually bundled it with two of these pear-shaped Swarovski crystals. Now, tell me the name of these again, Wayne. They are Chunky Pear Fancy Stones. That's a very unromantic name, isn't it? I'm glad I asked. And so where Alison has woven in some little cabochons in the project DVD, we've given you these where you can prong set, you can catch them in the same way. And in fact, actually, I thought pear shapes would be brilliant to kind of echo the centre of the heart. So there and there, you're actually getting two of these. And the price tag is ridiculous. It's on pre-order, so a lot of you have got it already. I mean, just for the DVD, it's good. I mean, because I have to tell you, I've recorded lots of DVDs with Alison, from the fairy tale castle to the dragon with Nadia and all sorts. I've done lots and lots of DVDs with our guest designers. And let me tell you, with Alison's wire wrapping, I always look at the end finished product and I think, oh gosh, well, I'm glad it's Sarah, not me. And then she makes it so simple and she breaks it down very, very easily, and so do all of our guest designers. But I think Alison's work in particular, because it's like having a coffee with a mate when you're sat with Alison and you're listening to her talk you through a project. She's very straightforward and the work is so elegant. I have to say, I'm a big, big fan of Alison's work because it is very, very impressive. And when you see all of the structured pieces that she creates, the fairy castles and the bears and the cats and all of these projects over the years, Sarah, I mean, you look at them and I think sometimes people can look at the complexity of wire work like this and think, oh, not me.
Yeah, it is, when you break wire work pieces down into their particular weaves and how long a section of that particular weave you need to make and things like that, if you try to do it on your own, you might just get completely lost.
Yeah.
But because you're getting very clear instructions as to how much weave of what particular style or what particular wires and how to create every single component and what order to create them in, it makes it so easy. Alison's done all the hard work for you.
Yes.
She's done all the planning, all the forethought.
Yes.
She's made all the mistakes that needed to be made.
And you know how much work goes into a DVD. It's not just, you know, guest pitches up, we give you wire, we give you stones, and off you go.
Yeah.
The designers have to create all of the part makes as well. So you need at least one that's completely finished, maybe 2 or 3 to show different gemstones, maybe 2 or 3 with different coloured wires, and then you've got part makes as well. And it's the time it takes as well, isn't it?
Months in the planning before we even get to the stage of sort of coming in and doing the filming or anything like that. There's planning in before, you know, in the front of it. Then we've got a chance to get the products together for the DVD. So we might not have the correct wires in, or we might not have the correct gemstones, or whatever it is. So they've got to be bought in. That could take 6 months. It can take even longer. So these DVDs can take an awfully long time to plan.
I know as well when we have a collaboration DVD, which Alison does a fair few with Nadia Shields, of course, where they combine wire work and macrame. I mean, that can be a whole year and a half worth in planning, because, you know, they live in very, very different parts of the country. And so coordinating, you know, just as 2 different people is, you know, difficult enough. So that's an amazing bundle. Well done, Wayne, because that was superb. Really, really nice indeed. I knew you'd like that, and it was very, very popular indeed. Let's have some affordable freshwater culture pearls now. Oh, really lovely. Love pearl. We haven't seen many tonight at all, have we? Simple deal, this one. Nice big size pearls, 8 to 9mm round, very usable. Bridal season is not too far away. I've noticed that the now Christmas is done and everything else, you know, out come the wedding fair signs outside the big hotels again. And it's time to start thinking about, you know, actually it might be wedding fairs and exhibitions that you're going to with your jewellery as well. We're going even lower. It's always good to have really, really good quality, low cost materials to work with, isn't it? Because actually that feels a lot more honest as well, doesn't it?
That's it. I mean, for me, you know, if you're making, you know, looking to sort of sell lots of pieces, if you like, you could be aiming these at bridesmaids, younger bridesmaids as well, and actually making pieces that the bride is just going to say, well, actually, I can afford to buy everybody in my bridal party a beautiful piece of jewellery to wear on the day as their special gift for being my bridesmaids or my flower girls. And not thinking I'm only going to sort of be able to buy a single pearl on a pendant or something like that.
It's very true, actually, because when it comes to a wedding, I mean, they're stressful enough, aren't they? So actually being able to include everybody in a much more meaningful way, even by, you know, you're right, having all of your bridesmaids and, you know, the bride's mum, or it might be, you know, family, children who are going to be at the wedding as well, having them all be able to wear pearls rather than having to run out to an accessory store and buy plastic beads or whatever, even for the little ones, because at this kind of price tag, I mean, £7.95, if you made a genuine pearl bracelet for a little one who's maybe 4 or 5, do you know what I mean, with some silver findings, I mean, even if, and it's very unlikely, but even if it gets lost or whatever, there's no major loss. You know, I haven't lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but what a lovely piece for them to, you know, remember that day by. And then it goes into their memory box, and hopefully 20, 30, 50 years later, they dive back into that memory box, and that pearl bracelet just is like a snapshot of that day, isn't it? It's really, it's things like that that are evocative, and I think that's so important for younger generations now. And I keep saying this, and I keep making myself sound extremely aged by saying this, but I just think in today's world where everything is, you know, press a button, electronic, throw it in the bin, get another one, and forget about it, we forget how important tangible things are, things that you can hold in your hand, you know, things that you can keep in a memory box. You know, who writes love letters these days, for instance, talking of Valentine's? Who writes love letters now? When was the last time you wrote a love letter or got a love letter? You've got a Christmas card. Maybe that's the closest thing we get to writing a letter these days, isn't it? Unless you get a round robin, you know, from Clive and Jean. Do you know what I mean? Robin's doing extremely well in his so-and-so grade 3 piano. You're thinking, who's Robin? Never heard. 15. I don't know why it's called a round robin, Adam, to be honest. Have you never had one? Count yourself very lucky. Usually you get them with Christmas cards. People then write you a newsletter of everything that's happened during the year. And I'm not knocking that, I'm not being rude, I'm not being offensive if anybody writes those, but quite often they talk about people in round robins that you've never even heard of, I find. Anyway, how to offend the nation in one foul swoop. But you know what I mean, Sarah, don't you?
Yes, I do.
There you go, I'll drag you into this as well. Why not? How about this then? Sterling silver earring post With a butterfly back. Oh, okay, so that's a flat table of silver for you to do as you please.
Yes, so I mean, if you do want to use this as a sort of flat base to glue perhaps a little cabochon onto.
Oh, or remember those spinel wheels earlier? I'm just thinking I'm going to split a strand.
Oh.
I am. Oh, can I? Oh, sorry, sorry. I should have communicated that to you, Adam. Sorry. I'm going to split this strand. Oh, I've done it. No, what a show we can do, apparently. Oh, no. Tom's had a... Is Tom coming in? I can't get the post through the stone. After all that, the hole's not big enough. Oh, dear. I need a Dremel. Good job, a lot of our guest designers have just been on a Dremel course, haven't they?
They have.
So if you've got your Dremel to make the hole a little bit bigger... Yeah,
but you could, you know, just put that onto the flat base and actually glue it onto there. You don't have to,
you could.
If you wanted to. And then I would put in the face of the gemstone a tiny little sterling silver head pin cut off and actually glued into the hole to cover the whole of the gemstone over.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
But I mean, little tiny cabochons, you could glue onto those easily. You could even put things like the flat-back Swarovski crystals onto there if you want to make a pair of those.
Yes. Would hot fixing...
Yeah, you could hot fix onto those because hot fix will practically, as long as it's a flat, clean surface.
Yeah, it'll stay.
It'll stay.
Or did you use your is it E6000?
Yeah, so if you wanted
to
use a cabochon, for instance, you could use your E6000, but hot fix will glue onto those.
Yeah.
Because it's a flat surface. But what I would do is make sure you're holding the earring finding in something that doesn't conduct heat, like a pair of pliers.
Oh, okay.
You might just get a bit warm.
I get it. The good thing is, I'm glad I tried that and it didn't work actually, because it does mean that your posts are good and substantial.
Yes.
Because it won't go through those spinel wheels that we did earlier. There you go. So that's what you're getting with the flat surfaces there on the top. Although you could wear them on just as they were. Yeah. You know, just get that nicely polished up. I mean, we've got fingerprints on them, obviously, where they've just been handled by a couple of different people here, but including me. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Where did they come from? I can't remember. I'll just put them over there. Can't remember where those came from. But they're pretty good, aren't they, for £3.95?
They're brilliant.
That's right. I've put them back in the wrong place, Tom. Sorry. And snipped a strand. Oh, it was in the wrong place in the first place. That's true, yeah. Everything's been in the wrong place today. Just as a pair of stud earrings, that would work, actually. You know, some guys actually like something that's a little bit smaller. If you've got just one, you know, one ear pierced. Is that still a thing? Maybe. Right, what's next? 16. Ametrine. These are some of the biggest ametrine I think I've seen here. Oh wow, there's an amazing range actually if you want different colour balances. I mean, look at this one for instance. Absolutely full of like a golden amber. Really sizable gemstones. Aren't they? Massive carat weight here, 250 carats. Okay, right. Wayne is seeing who's awake. Oh, by the way, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Everyone who buys tonight between now and, in the next 3 minutes, everyone who buys tonight has a chance of this being sent to you. I've only got one of them to give away tonight, and it's a gold Jewellery Maker Workshop voucher worth £110. That's like top-notch workshop. You get your place for free. If you've been thinking about a workshop, we were talking about this earlier, if you've been thinking about doing a workshop, but you're thinking, right, okay, there's the cost of the workshop, which they're great value for money for what you get for a full day here. But you might think, okay, well, I need to get to where they are, and we're up, you know, in nearly the Midlands. Well, we are the Midlands, aren't we, I suppose? Yeah. Here in Warwickshire. Very nice here at Ivy House, but obviously you'll need to travel here, etc, etc, etc. You might be thinking, well, you know what, if you're getting the workshop for now. Now, what time is it according to your clock, Adam? 20:58. Okay, so you've got the next 2 minutes. Anybody that buys in the next 2 minutes and confirms their purchase in the next 2 minutes, then we'll call a halt to that and we'll get our call centre to pick somebody at random that has bought something 6 o'clock tonight, and I will be announcing who we are sending that gold workshop voucher to very soon. So I'll meet you back here with more from Sara as well. Oh, it's demo hour next as well, isn't it? And another fantastic kit. Right, see you in 3.
Are you new to JewelleryMaker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Hi, I'm Marie, Head of Buying and the Gemologist here at JewelleryMaker. Join me tomorrow between 8 and 1. I've got some amazing deals for you. So we've got a mega 8mm round bundle, perfect for your stretchy bracelets. That includes sodalite, howlite, lots of jaspers, all sorts of different materials. And then I've got an amazing rhodochrosite showcase for you where I'm going to do some gemology and talk about the formation of the rhodochrosite. We've got an amazing slice of rhodochrosite stalactite which has never been seen on JewelleryMaker before. It's limited edition. I've only got 12, so that's very important that you tune in and watch that one. We've got a blue lace agate showcase in all different sized rounds. We've got a showcase of drilled mineral pendants. We've got fluorite points, fluorite octahedrons and quartz points. So make sure you tune in tomorrow from 8 AM. I'll see you there.
Welcome to JewelleryMaker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a JewelleryMaker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back, everyone. Is that all right, Wayne? You sure? I don't want to put you to any trouble, but there's someone waiting to find out who's got this. It means Wayne needs to make a call. He was, yeah. We had a lot to do there. How big was that break, Paul? It was a long time, wasn't it? Yeah, we did. There was a bit of a queue. Yeah, well, listen. There's some things you don't need to know it here, and that's one of them. Right, okay, time for the next kit right now. Behave yourselves. We've got the next kit for you right now. Right, okay. So what we have here. Excuse me. In fact, should we look at Sarah's jewellery first? Let's start there. Let's start there, shall we? And then you can get an idea. So even though we have a Valentine's themed day, it's a very kind of loose theme, really, isn't it? It's in terms of Valentine's, you normally think of red hearts, don't you? Red and black. That's what you usually think of, isn't it? We've decided to take a different twist on Valentine's as well. And also just give you some flexibility, because you know, some people are just not thinking about Valentine's whatsoever. You know, it's not relevant to them, or it doesn't occur to them, or actually, you know, it's not one of those things that you would particularly look out for. So we've wanted to make the choice as big as we possibly can. So this is called Beautiful Blue. It's got nothing to do with Valentine's whatsoever. This could be a lovely blue sky, just because that person just has, you know, blue as their favourite colour. Lots of us do. Yeah. Remember producer Dion when she was here? All blue, 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 blue. Everything that, you know, was blue, she would put on screen. Yes. This is incredible. It's a really, really nice combination, actually. And I think for those people who are starting, it just gives you two colours that you know work together, because I think sometimes putting colours together is quite difficult, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It can be a little bit of a minefield. So a bundle that does it for you.
I always like the fact that if you've got a bundle like this, that you may have other gemstones at home, so you might have some pearls or something like that. You want to put those with it. You may have some amethyst that will go beautifully with it, or you may have got those beautiful amethysts. You've got lots of different gemstones you can put in here, but it's a really nice sort of base palette to start from. Yeah,
it is, because you've kind of got your light, your mid, and your dark blue, haven't you? Which is lovely. They come in the form of lapis lazuli, dyed agate, and blue quartzite working together. And the perfect combination to go with that is a rose gold or a copper colour, because those tones just work. So what we have for you are a set of, so I'm trying to see how many there are here. There are 200 approximately bare copper open jump rings, 4mm round. So you can do a lot with those.
You can. I've done a little bit of chainmail and I've used them as spacers.
So these are big enough for chainmail, are they?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Cool.
So on the back of the bracelet there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn that round a little bit in a second. So there's a little bit of just quite open Byzantine weave there. So I haven't actually closed the Byzantine weave right up to itself. So normally when you do it, you'll continue it. But I put a couple of extra spaces jump rings in between each section.
Oh, okay.
So it just gives it a different feel rather than being quite a solid sort of tight closed chainmail weave.
So as well as 204mm jump rings, which are always going to be handy anyway, you've also got a findings pack.
Yeah.
And inside your findings pack, there you go, you've got a lovely picture of it there, fantastic, because I've got it all in little bags here, because it comes in a little organza bag and then comes in its little bags of the elements. So you've got more jump rings in there, there's a length of chain in there. How long is that? Let's have a little look. Chain, 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 chain. Oh, I don't think it's actually written down, is it?
I think it's 1/2 metre, this one.
Oh, is it 1/2 metre? Yeah. Yeah, 1/2 metre of your oval link chain there. You've got crimp tubes, you've got open jump rings, you've got your shepherd hooks in there. There's two toggle, oh no, there's one toggle clasp in there, isn't there? And a pair of, no, two.
Yeah, two
toggle clasps. Yeah. Sorry, the way it's written down on the computer isn't always sometimes clear. So you actually have quite a lot in there, don't you?
You do.
It's 21 pieces all told.
Yeah. So you've got lots and lots. Those jump rings really do mean that your jewellery making go for a lot further if you wanted to. I had quite a few of the jump rings left over, even after using them in all the designs.
This is cool, this little kit. Actually, I will show you the little bags, actually, individually, one by one. So you've got your head pins, you've got 2 toggle clasps, you've got your jump rings, you've got your crimp tubes, you've got your 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, and your 1/2 metre of chain in there. And it's all in this beautiful little organza bag, a little drawstring bag. Plus the 3 strands of gemstones as well. And, I can't hear you, Wayne. You've disappeared. Oh, there you are. Are we nearing a winner chicken dinner? Oh, fantastic. Good, good, good. Right, let's see the price of your kit, first of all, though. Because, actually, I mean, I've seen lapis strands on their own for £789.95.
Oh, yeah, easily, and more.
And then you've got the quartzite strand, and you've got the agate strand, and then you've got all of the elements. I mean, jump rings, 200 jump rings on their own, that could be a £5, can't it? £17.95. So the overall, breaking down the individual elements, the bundle will always make you a nice little saving. Will always be really, really the best value we possibly can. So all of that, plus the 200 jump rings, plus the 21-piece findings pack as well, for 17... Hang on just a moment. Rewind just a moment. I know it was a long time ago, Wayne. 5 hours ago, in fact, that we first discussed this. We didn't discuss £17.95, did we? Okay. We've gone lower. We've gone lower just for you. Listen, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine by me. £17.95. Congratulations. Grab that now while you can. Let's remind ourselves of Sarah's finished makes. And maybe as we pass through those, Sarah, you can talk to us about what we're going to actually look at. Yeah. So let's see. So this is lovely. And this is, you know, we're talking about the echoes of hearts sort of coming through. This is a nice playful design, but you can see there are echoes of hearts coming through in it.
It's a little bit stylised.
Lovely.
The sort of shape's sort of there.
Yeah, let's have another look at some other bits and pieces. This is nice.
Yeah, I always like to just sort of have that sort of almost like a nod to the Egyptian feel there, but it's not, you know, an elaborate sort of over-the-top piece of jewellery that you couldn't wear.
Very accessible.
Yes.
Very nice. And which piece are we demoing?
We're going to do the wave bracelet, this one down here.
Oh, okay, and is that a similar method to that first necklace we saw?
No. Well, it's a woven bracelet, so we're going to actually weave it. So it's
okay.
So it's taking 2 pieces of beading thread, and we're going to actually weave that in one go.
Oh, okay, right.
It's almost like you can do this with seed beads, and you can actually sew it with your beading thread and beading needles. But I'm actually going to sort of, because we had slightly bigger gemstone beads in a minute, I quite like to sometimes take some of the techniques I would do with the seed beading and actually bring it into your into beading, if you like, into your general jewellery making.
Is this like having 2 needles then?
It's like having 2 needles.
Oh,
it's basically
okay.
just going to be very similar. So if you want to do this on a smaller scale and actually then do several rows...
I'm just going to move these out of the way just because they're shining a little bit.
Okay. You can have several rows of this and actually weave it backwards and forwards and actually make it into a wider banded bracelet. So, but because we're using gemstones, we could just create a nice banded bracelet with 2 pieces of our beading thread.
Okay.
Well, 2 ends of our beading thread even.
Yeah.
So always take more beading thread than you'll need. So if you're thinking you're making a bracelet that you'll only need sort of 8 or 9 inches of beading thread doubled over, because we're actually weaving, we'll need a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I've got about 2 lengths of my macrame board. So that's folded over.
Okay.
So if you just do that on your macrame board when you cut it, you'll know you've got roughly the right length.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to start off by actually adding one part of my clasp onto my beading thread. So I'm just going to put the top of clasp on. So this is a great one for...
Okay, so that's the end now you're determining.
So I'm actually sort of creating one end of my bracelet to start off with. And then I'm putting both pieces of my beading thread through my crimp tube, keeping both ends of your thread the same length. So do that and then feed down. Now it will be a little bit springy to start off with, so just take control of that beading thread and bring that down towards the clasp, but I haven't made that loop so small that that toggle won't move. Some people put their crimp tube right up against the clasp and then it makes it so it hasn't got that articulation and movement, which makes putting on the bracelet pretty difficult because of course that toggle needs to move to go through, through the loop of the other side.
Yes.
I'm just going to take my flat pliers and crimp that down. So you can see there that that's one end of my bracelet completed.
Okay.
And the first bead we're going to put on is one of our smaller beads, and we're just going to cross our beading thread over. And this is just to start the weave off, and this is actually going to be the first part. So if you were doing this with beading thread and needles, of course you'd just be putting your needles through that bead. And that is my first bead. Now this is the most tricky bead to actually position, because you need to sort of work bead down towards the bottom, and can you see I've got almost like a teardrop shape of beading thread there with the bead on. But actually what I want is that bead to sit in the middle, as close to the toggle, to the crimp as I can. So can you see I'm just holding the bead and pulling one side and then the other until I've got that as close down to that crimp tube as I
so
can.
it's not just a case of, because a lot of people would be tempted to just get both of them and just pull them outwards.
If you do that, it'll automatically, you have more strength in one hand than the other, and it'll automatically just kink round and create that sort of teardrop shape with the bead on one side.
Right.
So now I've got that in position.
Yeah.
I haven't taken it right down, so there's a little bit of movement there, but it's balanced on both sides. There's equal beading thread on either side underneath.
Yeah.
So this is where we can start bringing in our weave. So what I'm going to do is on one thread, I'm going to add 3 more of my smaller beads. Now these could be either of the 2 smaller beads that you've got in your pack. So I'm going to bring those down, and then on the opposite thread I'm going to add one of my lapis and let that drop down to the bottom. So this is your little set of weave that you're going to do. So you're always going to add 3 on one side and 1 on the other and cross through one of your smaller beads. So, and then equally pull that tight. And again, don't be tempted.
So again, not a yank, but just
just slow, gentle pressure till that comes together. Now you'll see that you've got more beads on one side than you have on the other, so you've got that arch created.
Okay.
So now our lapis was on the left-hand side. So on the right-hand thread, pick up a lapis to create the opposite side of the wave. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to pick up 3 more of your smaller beads. Bear with me. 1, and see if I can get the light to shine on the drill holes for me. And 3, and then we're going to add, let that drop down to the other one. And I'm going to add 1 more, and it doesn't matter which side you add this bead onto, as long as you remember you've got to cross the opposite side through it. Now I often find it's easier if I hold the beading thread underneath my finger and hold the bead on top of my finger, that holds that steady, and then I can just go through with the other thread quite easily. And then you're going to be able to create the other side of your weave. If I push that down, can you see now? Oops, if I hold that down. behave. There we go. It's a little bit springy to start off with, but can you see I've started to create that wave shape coming through. So basically all you're going to do for the entire bracelet is continue going through. So if you just look at the pieces it's sitting on there, all you have to remember is the side that lapis is on now, you're going to put the lapis on the opposite side. So if it's sitting on the right hand side, you're going to pop it on your left hand thread, like so. So that will sit there. You can see automatically that's going to be in the right place to put the next wave in. So the wave's going to come on this side of it with our 3 smaller beads, and it's literally just a matter of remembering which side you put that onto, and just doing the opposite. So if it's on the left, you can put it on the right hand thread, and if it's on the right hand thread, you put it on the left.
And you cross number 4.
And you cross number 4. So you always put 3 beads on, because you've got one here. Each wave consists of 5 beads.
Okay.
You've got one that you're borrowing from here, the one we crossed through. And the 3 you've added plus the new crossover bead. So you always 4 beads, 3 beads and a crossover bead. So it's, and if I do that again, I'll just pull that through for you. You can see now that that's starting to build, and you can just see that little wave coming through. And then when you get to the opposite end, all you need to do is take a little crimp tube, if I can find them. I hid them. I never put them on my mat because they always have a tendency to disappear.
They jump, don't they?
They do. So, like we crossed over here, we've already got that crossover on this last bead we've just added. So all we need to do is pick up a crimp tube, I'll put both pieces of our beading thread through there.
So the last one should be one of the smaller ones, because obviously you want the wires to come as close to a small stone, so you get less of a loop, I guess.
So you're going to bring that crimp tube down, so you can see how that's going to sit just how it did on the other side. Now it will spring when you first start off doing this, so it's fine. And take both pieces of my thread through my clasp, bring that down. Now it's a choice here. Some people like to put both pieces of beading thread back through the crimp bead, and some only put one piece back through. Because these crimp tubes are large enough to take both pieces of beading thread back through, I would always do that because it's going to give me that extra strength through what is quite a working part of a bracelet. It's the part that gets the most wear and tear. So all I'm going to do is grab hold of this loop with my pliers.
Okay.
So you'll always get the bit that isn't moving, if you like. And pull that down and get my crimp tube in the right place. Work that nice and neatly. Keep pulling that until you get it close enough to where you want it to be, like so. And you can even pull those threads a little bit more. I'll hold that clasp out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So I can pull those threads a little bit tighter, like so. And then kind of bring that in with my flat pliers and crimp that crimp tube.
And you could, if you wanted to at that stage, you could add a crimp bead to it as well, couldn't you?
You could add a crimp cover to there if you wanted to, no problem at all. My little top tip when cutting these wires off is don't try and cut them off while the wires are still flat to the crimp tube. You just bend them over, back on itself. They'll actually sit proud of the crimp tube.
Okay,
So you've got, when you put your pliers in, that flat part of your pliers goes right up against the crimp cover, and you have no chance of cutting either wire on either side. So there we go, and you can get that little wave there. You see that you've just created, and you would just carry on that until you had your whole bracelet. Or you can even make little earrings with it and actually do these with 0.4 wire, and actually create those little waves and create little earrings with them.
They're very cute, actually. I love them. Can I just grab the finish? Oh, sorry, were you on that already? Yeah, no, look, sorry. I love that. It's such a nice design. And didn't it look a lot more complex when you look at the finished than we've just seen in the demonstration? Do you know what I mean? You looked at it and thought, okay, that's going to take a little while to work out. And I'm not sure if that's going to take a long time, but that builds up very, very quickly. You could sort of rattle a few of those off in quite quick succession, couldn't you? Even a full choker of something like that would be lovely.
I've made full chokers using 2 different sizes of pearls.
It's awesome.
And they work beautifully. So if you get a seed pearl and a normal sort of size pearl and actually weave them, they look beautiful.
And how many of that size bracelet do you think you get out of the kit?
Probably.
We've got 2 strands
Got
for the
2 strands
smaller
of smaller
sizes.
ones, so I'd probably say you probably get 4 of those quite easily. So,
Very good.
yeah.
Like it. Like it. And the best thing is, I could do it as well. I think. Even with my limited knowledge, I think I could probably do it. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes it's easy, it's nice to sort of go back to quite a a technique we might not have shown for a while, which is sometimes quite nice to go back to.
But also, I've done the crossing thing before, and I've done the what boys do, which is the I yank it from both sides, and then not got that joint, not got that bead close enough, and then gone. Oh, okay, I can't do it, and put it to one side. Right, before we do anything else, Wayne, do we know who our winner is? The winner is, do we know where they are? Oh, okay. Spell it, have they given you the spelling? Okay, go on. Vivian. McLennan. You, my darling, I'm going to get Adam to run this, not run Adam, obviously clearly, but to take that up to Wayne in the gallery. Thank you very much. And Vivian, that's coming your way. Well done, congratulations. Right, okay, let's do a bit of whoosh, 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 on and gone, because we've only got half an hour now. Thank you, Sarah, by the way, for the demonstration. That was amazing. Very, very good as well, and achievable, which is good. So you just need some beading thread. I bet you got some when we welcomed you in your first order. I bet you've got some.
Most jewellery makers have got a little stash of beading thread.
Okay, look at these. Ooh, hang on, I've never seen anything like this before. So they've got all of the pearls. Remember, you can't. You can't give something to a chicken to make it lay different shape eggs. It's the same with pearls. Do you know what I mean? They will come in all different shapes and sizes. I'm not surprised these have been very, very popular because it must be like a needle in a haystack where you actually get a natural diamond-shaped pearl. Do you know what I mean? It's going to happen 1 in how many 100,000 pearls are going to be that shape, and they've collected them all together and put them all on one strand. 1995. I liked my analogy there. By the way, I'd just like to say, you can't give a chicken something to make its eggs a different shape, can you? As far as I know. As far as I know. It's not like putting a different nozzle on a piping bag, is it? Do you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to do that. I don't think so, anyway. 1995. Someone will try and correct me now. 1995. These have been so popular. Check out. Just one left if everyone checks out. Congratulations, that's beautiful. Don't give me that strand again, because that will get the chicken story again. I'll remember that. What should we do next then? Number 11. Ooh, cute colour. It's a Larimar colour. It's an agate. But it wasn't me, that was the chair, promise. Was the chair. See, it did it again. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. Right, blue marble agate. Isn't that Larimar colour?
It is, very much so, isn't it? I love that colour. It's almost, it's
beautiful.
It is very reminiscent of Larimar.
Oh, talking of ducks, Paul just mentioned ducks. $7.95. That that advert that's reminding everyone about their tax returns with a quacking duck sound going tax. That one. Can you hearing that on the radio? It's driving me crazy. I've done mine.
I've just got my accountant sending me emails every day. Where is it?
I've been a good boy. Someone else did the sums, and that's it. I've done it. That's why I'm skint now. That's why, desperate as they were, I was like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, tax bill to pay. Yeah, but I wasn't doing the panto this year, so got a tax bill to pay. $7.95. Next, 5, 12. Very close to 5. Oh, more of this. Wonderful colour. Lovely watercolour. Okay, last 5 of these to go around. So the last gemstone we saw on a slightly smaller scale. So these are 8mm rounds. They were 10 before, weren't they? They were 10. These are 8. That's slightly, excuse me, slightly different variation of colour. £6.95. See, that's for something that looks like Larimar. If this was Larimar, you know what the price would be.
I do.
Ridiculous. Have you been out to? You've been to the Caribbean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dominican.
Dominican. Oh, you
yes.
okay? So you've been from. So you know how much.
I do.
Yeah. Did you get any?
I have got some.
Have you? Did you buy it from there?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a long time ago though, before I worked at JewelleryMaker.
I should hope so too. Correct answer. £6.95. I always tell people now, even on the cruise channel, don't buy any while you're there. Buy it here. Cheaper to buy. No, not because I'm on commission. I'm not on any commission anywhere. But, yeah, trying to sell on 2 channels at the same time. Good ploy, Derek. I should have thought of that, shouldn't I? Take some Larimar onto the cruise channel and say, don't buy it there. Now, the cruise company's very angry at me, I would imagine. Hang on a minute, our people are on commission. 18. Jump. Bolt ring bundle. Oh, look. Okay, so 3 different types of bolt ring clasp. 2 of the mini sizes. And then a collection of the larger size bolt rings. Look at that. Didn't spill a drop. There you go. So you've got, yeah, 10 of each here. So 10 of the 7mm rose gold. 10 of the gold. These chairs are very noisy tonight. And 10 of the rose gold in 8mm as well, which is good. They look decidedly different sizes, but there's not actually that much between them. There you go. That's a better view. That's a better view from above. Okay, so individually, what do you think you pay for individual elements of things like this? Probably around the £5–6 per set. Depends sometimes, doesn't it? Depends on the number that there is. What's the grammage on this? Oh, no, okay, yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, sorry, can't do a breakdown. Right, here we go. Let's see where we go. Considering you've got the larger sized bolt rings here as well, that's superb. So let me just show you some of the larger sized ones here. Look. So to know that you've got 10 of these, now they come in at a very, very different price tag, don't they? Mm-hmm. So you've got 10 of those, and then we go for the slightly smaller. In fact, they're 3 different sizes, aren't they? No, I don't. Well, oh, okay. Well, are these the same size though? They're not, are they? They're not the same size. Okay, right. Okay, so you get 2 sets at 7mm, 1 set at 8mm. £16.95. Fantastic. Well done. What should we do next then, Wayne? Let's move on. Number 2. Ooh.
Those are nice.
Yeah, very earthy. Very earthy indeed. Is this a banded agate? That's very foresty green, isn't it? Yes, it is almost malachite green, Paul, you're right. You are very right indeed. But there's some semi-translucency to some of these stones as well, and quite a gloss. Dark green stripe, what a romantic description. Dark green stripe agate. But you're right, they're right. They're far from, yeah, they are plain rounds, as in there's no faceting to them. But far from plain, because there's lots and lots of different colours. Some are striped, some are banded. You know, some are almost solid colour with very, very deep bands to them. Amazing. Very sort of easy on the eye as well, actually. If you like your greens, very easy on the eye.
They need to say variegated, didn't they? Like variegated leaves.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you've got all of those different tones of green running through there, which is beautiful.
£4.95. That's not bad at all, is it? Very nice indeed. 0800 644 655 if you're coming through on the telephone lines, or JewelleryMaker.com, or the app, or however, the tablet, the telly. You can tell the gadget, can't you, these days? Right. Next up, cute. Oh, see these look with the diamond cut, with a very fine diamond cut faceting, because obviously you need very fine diamond wheel to cut gemstones of this size. So you end up with whatever the gemstone is looking like diamonds.
They are so sparkly.
They are really sparkly. I mean, that makes them so attractive as well.
And the depth of colour you've got on there, it's not, you know, you've got that real true sort of garnet red coming through without it being too saturated, so it loses that beautiful feminine tone.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
They're amazing. £4.95. And it does look like a diamond strand, I have to say. It also does look like it's microfaceted as well. It doesn't say so on the details, but you wouldn't really be able to distinguish. I mean, usually microfaceted strands are 2mm rather than 3, aren't they? But, crikey, I mean, if you've got any microfaceted strands, it might be rainbow moonstone, it might be the complete opposite, it might be black spinel. Well worth having a strand of these as well, I think, just to sort of mix in with those. They are mega sparkly, aren't they? I mean, sometimes you just have to celebrate what is visually beautiful in front of you.
These make beautiful stacker bracelets as well.
Is there a mirror up there, Paul? Well done, everyone. Congratulations, Sheila, Georgina, collector in Greater London, Suzanne, well done. Let's do number 7. Do you know, I would never have known that that was a quartz strand. Would never have known. I would never, if you'd have said to me, guess the gemstone, I think quartz would be the last thing I would guess.
It's got an Amazonite feel to it, hasn't it?
I love it though.
Yeah. I mean...
Do you know those very sort of moody seascape paintings that you see have colour tones in like this, don't they? Very dramatic. I like it. There's almost sort of sand and stony colours coming through here as well, isn't there?
There is, and you've almost got sort of sky tones in there as well, sort of clouds.
Wow. Quartz would be the last thing I would guess if you gave me this gemstone strand cold. That's wonderful. I love the colours. I mean, if you're just a fan of, you know, varying colours, that's an amazing strand to have for £5.95, isn't it?
That's it. I mean, if you want the look of Amazonite and the price of quartz, go for it.
Yeah.
You know, that for me, that's got very reminiscent sort of tones of the Amazonites that I first worked with, where we had all these variations of tones running through them, which is beautiful.
It's a little bit more matte in its appearance as well. Do you know what I mean? Some gemstones very glossy. That one's a little bit more matte.
It's lovely.
Next up, should I say, it's smaller versions. Again, amazing colours. So it's the same gemstone, so many different colours. Again, when you look at this strand, the quartz is the last thing you think, isn't it?
Do you know what that reminds me of? You know when you go to the seaside, you've got all the different beach huts,
Yeah.
they've all got weathered sort of paintwork,
Yeah.
and all the different tones on there. And then you see the sea behind them,
Yeah.
and you get the sort of sunset tones in there as well.
Yeah, it's not a sunny day. It's one of those, you know, just nice blue sky maybe, but no sunshine. You know, that's how you're seeing the world that day. Quite muted. Nice though, really easy to wear. It's going to work with lots of different colours if you just simply restrand it or choose your favourite colours. See, that's lovely. I mean, that's almost like sort of soft lemon sorbet in that one, isn't there? Again, I wouldn't by sight, I wouldn't place this as quartz. It's just amazing. That's the wonder here, is it? No two strands or
It's
ever the
reminding
same.
me of Easter somehow. because of Easter eggs that get all the different colours when you dye them.
Oh, the little, the
When you
little
dye
speckled eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose there's some little, is it duck egg?
Yeah, duck egg blue.
Is blue, isn't
yeah.
it? Very nice. Very tasty, apparently, so Paul's saying. You get a nice big poached duck's egg with breakfast. Sorry, with champagne for breakfast. Well, that sounds all right, doesn't it? That sounds very nice, that, doesn't it? That's lovely.
We're all going to your house for breakfast.
Yeah. We'll have an address, please. Thank you. Right, OK. Next up. Oh, this one.
Wow.
Probably the biggest strand I think we've seen all night. Although possibly a 16mm rounds. Because we had the Terra Jasper earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, were they 16 or were they 18?
I can't remember, actually. Feldspar rounds. So beautifully. Do you know what? It's like toffee popcorn almost, isn't it? Mm. You know, in that lovely shape. And that lovely texture. And it almost looks like they're not round. Do you know what I mean? Mm. It almost looks like there's going to be little lumps and bumps and texture to them, but they're not. They're perfectly round. They're almost like the little pieces that you play. You know, if you... what's that game where you have all the little...
Solitaire?
Yes.
Yeah, the Chinese solitaire.
Yes, when you jump over.
On the star shape.
Yes.
Yes.
It's almost a little bit like that, isn't it? Nearly 700 carats. Oh, last two, I'm afraid. Last two strands, sorry, it's me drawing on there as if there were hundreds. There are just two now.
Do you know what the colours in this remind me of? You know when you see sort of cave paintings and all the different tones, the natural tones that are used to do the cave paintings?
Yeah.
All of those different colours coming through.
They're
yes. Beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. And they do have that kind of extra level of dimension to them where they almost look like they have a, oh, God. Oh. Gone. Congratulations. Well done. You're... Haha. We all love a unicorn, don't we? We all love a unicorn. Well, how about many of them? I'll show you one, and there are actually 6. I'm going to hold this one by the legs. There you go. Cute! So you can go into these wherever you like. If I don't know if I hold it by the tail, will it? There you go. Just support the shape there you go. So you get 6 of those. Oh, now that could be a continuation then across a bracelet, couldn't you? You could add jump rings to the sort of central. You could add jump rings, I guess, kind of here and here, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And have that as a continuation with, and have, you know, 3 or 4 of them maybe on a bracelet across. It's a real action kind of piece, isn't it? It's maybe difficult to see it with the tweezers holding it. I'll try not to.
Do you know what I would like to do with these?
Go
on. Use the F colour enamel.
Yeah.
And actually give them...
Oh, and flood it?
Well, no, just give them like rainbow coating dusting over the top of them.
Oh, OK.
Just on one side.
Yeah.
Just like literally, you know, when you use your F colour, you sometimes get bits that are mixed together, different colours, like whether it be blues and pinks and reds and stuff. And just use that, put it over the top and give it that sort of mystic coloured
yeah.
finish. You still have the silver plating on one side, but that mystic coloured on the other side. You know, the sort of rainbow tones that you get with unicorns.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Cute. You could also, if you had the time and the patience, because you could lay this down on a surface that wouldn't stick and flood the different pieces with the enamel if you wanted to, couldn't you? Right, next up... Oh, now I had the rose gold version of this, didn't we? Because this is the bracelet connector. Wait, is that right, yeah? Yeah. So this is the bracelet. So did you say we sold out in the silver completely and utterly? OK. No, but before that, we didn't have the silver one earlier, did we? We had the rose goldy one. This is the yellow goldy one. We've sold so many of these. Oh, is that top noted? Is it top noted? Top noted. We can't do the silver one. Even though we did the magnetic clasp earlier. We said we wouldn't talk about that again. Said we wouldn't mention that. So if you haven't got yours, the gold-plated one, we had the rose gold-plated one earlier, absolutely flew out of the door. And I'm really surprised at the price tag, because I know I'm talking last year, but these were like £17.95 bare minimum, weren't they?
Yeah.
In fact, there's part of me that wants to say when we first launched these that they weren't even £17.95. No. Like we were looking 20 plus, I think it was. And
they were a shorter version, I think, the first one.
Yes, I think they were actually. Well, listen, whatever they were or weren't, they're £12.95 right now. I know that when you wanted to invest in these, you really needed to invest, do you know what I mean? And they are worth it, do you know what I mean? But I think sometimes when you look at a standalone element like this, and you look at a price of £17.95, you need to think and you need to think and you need to think again, and you might only ever buy one. When they get down to a price level of about £12.95, you think to yourself, oh, actually, you know, for what they add to a design, and it might be that, you know, this is the front of a design, and it's not a bracelet at all. It might be a neckline piece, and this is just a feature for the front, because you've got the two connectors and the ability to change the sort of tassel end looks, so to speak, and it's all 95 sterling silver, so there's a gram of silver in there. So even if, you know, use these as the anchor point, and use that as a feature at the front of a necklace, I mean, that's not its function, but you can just as easily use it for that.
Yeah, I've used these at the back of a neckline piece as well. So for a dress that's got a slightly more open back.
Ooh, yeah.
Where you want a little bit of detail, and it also allows you, if you've got a sort of more of a choker style neckline piece, to give it that sort of, you know, actually really do make it into a choker style piece, because you can actually get it very tight to the neckline.
I love it. I think it's really, really good. And £12.95 just seems like never enough. I mean, the engineering, let me tell you, I mean, I first, well, not discovered, but first saw these kind of fittings in sterling silver, if that's the right word for it, where you can actually slide chain in and out of a connector like this. And it's all thanks to little silicon grommets that live on the inside there that you don't actually see unless you magnify, but they allow, you know, the strangest link of chain to actually sort of pull through. And when you stop, it stops pretty firm. I mean, you've got to give that quite some, you know, not heave or yank or anything like that, but it's, you know, when you stop, it really does stop.
Yeah, you need to sort of apply sort of a firm pressure to it to make the chain, which is exactly what you want, because it'll stay in place.
I still think as well these make amazing earrings. You know what, if you bring the two top parts together and then kind of work with it, they can make incredible earrings as well. Well done. I've got people multi-buying on those. I don't blame you either, because they don't come up for sale very often either. No. It's one of those things that sometimes you're just glad you caught it on that day. Okay. Okay, curveball. You don't see something like this very often. A Sri Lankan pink sapphire. I was talking about sapphires in Sri Lanka only the other day. It was in conjunction with a cruise holiday that happened to go to Colombo. And I know that this is, you know, this is the location for strength of colour. Actually, in quite a few different colours of sapphire, particularly yellow and pink sapphires. Oh my word, that's good. So a quarter carat is the size of stone, by the way, that goes in the average engagement ring still in the UK. So it's a round, brilliant cut stone, and look at the strength of colour. The great thing about putting them in these little cases is that all that's around it is white. So that exposes every single detail of the gemstone. I don't know, are you as far in as you can go, Adam? Are you? No? Bit further, he said. Look at that. That is stunning. And that price tag, you know, actually, because even if you took this to a jeweller and said, look, I just want a knife edge band of gold and a 4-claw setting on that, or a, you know, a Tiffany claw setting, a 6-claw setting, then, well, you could be talking any price you like on the shelf. Yeah. But this would very much be your piece of jewellery. Oh, look at that.
That's gorgeous.
It's far too low in price as well, by the way, for the quality that it is. And listen, you have your 30-day money-back guarantee, so don't take my word for it. Don't even believe what you're seeing on the TV. Get it home and see it. Get it home and see it. And you know what? If you're not happy, you send it straight back. It's as simple as that. I think you'll be thrilled. If you've got the canary yellow diamonds with Ruth the other evening, by the way, and you wanted to incorporate that into your piece, wow. And how amazing is it to be able to go to the jeweller with the gemstones, even if you don't know how to handle and deal with them. How amazing is it to say, oh, hang on a second, I don't need you to buy the gemstones, here they are. That's great. And don't tell them, don't tell them how good a deal you got. Because, 13, did you say? Because you know that, some jewellers can be a bit sniffy about what happens on TV. I can't imagine why, can you? Could it be the price tags, possibly? How about lots of pearls? I haven't seen an offering like this for a long time.
No.
A metre of rice pearls. Big size. Easy one. Easy. I take it there aren't many of these then, Wayne, no? It's not a bad number, I have to say. I've seen worse in terms of availability. That's a lot of pearls for £34.95. Again, I know I jaw on about this story all of the time, but I don't get the chance to see you that often, so I'll tell you again. I spend now probably about 4 or 5 days a month in Gibraltar. Duty-free Gibraltar. Working hard, by the way. I mean, it just happens to be sunny out there and duty-free. And a lot of cruise ships come in and out of Gibraltar. Oh. Can you see what I saw? Be careful, Adam, because I saw something fly. It could be Fright Night at JewelleryMaker. Definitely saw something. Anyway, listen. Before I could just keep an eye out now. What was I saying? Gibraltar, right. Okay, so in Gibraltar, very, very basic pair of round coloured pearl stud earrings in silver, rock bottom, VAT duty-free price in Gibraltar, £20 a pair. And that's duty-free. You've got £24.95 here. I don't know how many pearls you have here, but I'm going to guess at the 100 plus, probably. Going to guess. In your whole metre. In fact, have I got time to count? Yeah? OK. I just have just a very, very quick count. I definitely saw something fly. Did you? 2, 4, 6. Actually, let's just count halfway, and that'll be easier. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I hope it's not a bat. 22, 24, 26, 28, 32, 4, 6, 8, 42, 4, 6, 8, 50. So it's about 100. It's about 100. So that'd be 50 pairs of earrings. So there you go. Yeah, I suppose I could have done that unscientifically, couldn't I? That counting. But £24.95, and you've got a metre of pearls to play with. Well, it's very popular. Very, very popular. I haven't got the hugest number of these. They're beautiful colour as well, aren't they? Really nice and bright and luscious.
They've got great lustre to them.
They have.
Really lovely. And I love the shape of them as well, because they've got that sort of almost, not quite a teardrop shape, but they've got that elongation, whereas if you're putting these into drop-style earrings, they work so beautifully.
Yes. It's almost slightly sort of rounded barrel a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think is very, very elegant. I've got lots and lots of people coming in. This is one of our last opportunities live to actually buy right now. What happens to the stock beyond this, I know not. But what I do want to find out is, let me see if I can remember how to do it. Why can I never remember how to do things on our website? I'm just going to have a look and say, oh, there it is, look. I'm just going to have a look. Channel info and show guide. I'm going to look at Thursday's schedule and see what's happening for you. If you're watching this on Thursday morning. Say good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone, if it's Thursday morning. If you're watching live on Wednesday night, you're thinking, what on earth is he talking about? This is repeated in the morning, just before the morning show comes on. So you're about to see... Oh, lovely Elle. Oh. Lovely Elle and Fleur Hastings have got lots coming up for you. Marie's Trends and Gems. And then I'm with you at 1 o'clock with Laura Binding. And we've got lots to come with the one to own and everything else. And who's on in the evening? Lovely Lucy and Claire MacDonald is on The Late Show. Fabulous. So that's what's happening on Thursday here on Jewellery Maker. Oh, OK, one more. One more, everything else is gone. All I've got is a trolley. Next up for you. Oh, what's the item number for the trolley? Oh, that's heavy, you know, if it's empty. Right. Ooh. Oh, I like these again because they're nice and matte. This would be nice with that quartz.
It would be.
You know the multicoloured quartz strand that we had earlier? Very nice. Frosted quartzite faceted squares. 18 millimetre square, 18-inch square. They'd be big, wouldn't they?
They would.
Good Lord, they'd be dinner plates, wouldn't they? £24.95. Cute colour though, isn't it?
It is.
I'm trying to think of... It's almost slightly... what's the colour I'm looking for? You know, it's almost like a Swiss blue, a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me of... I don't want to say swimming pool blue because it's not anywhere near that. But I think it's almost like, you know, you get sort of frosted blue glass.
Yeah.
But like ancient, like really old, sort of Victorian. It's beautiful. I mean, I love the colour and I love the fact that it's got that frosted nature to it.
That's really nice. Oh, and actually, I don't know if you,
And the faceted.
Look, where it's faceted, it's almost like panelled because there's almost, you can see where one facet becomes another, you've almost got sort of like a lined sort of border. Do you know what I mean? Like an extra shine where the facet changes from one angle to another. Now that's really cute because that's almost another, whoa. Oh, now that's like we've dived underwater, isn't it?
Mm.
That's quite glacial, actually, isn't it? Mm. I was watching a programme about glaciers. I haven't got time to tell you about it now. I've got 5 hours with you tomorrow. Maybe I'll tell you tomorrow. I watched a programme called The Secret Life of Ice. Sounds fascinating, doesn't it? And it was. Let me tell you, that was before the When the Screams Stop Bros documentary, which I did find rather fascinating. Anyway, listen. There's none of my street credibility left. Sarah, when are you back, my darling?
I'm back on Monday for the mid-show and Tuesday for the late show.
And she's got some lovely kits, because I've been watching her working on them this evening. Some very nice seed bead kits, which are on Monday, are they?
That's Monday.
Very nice. Monday on the mid.
Monday on the mid.
Monday on the mid. Talking of the mid, I am either with you in 5 hours' time, or... I don't know, a bit more than that. Thursday mid-show. Lots of love. See you soon.